It's a pleasure, dude. Thank you for having me, man. I gotta be honest with you, dude. I'm like 100 times more nervous coming on your show than I was you coming on mine. That's for
Why?
sure.
Why?
So, well, for one, you've already passed me on the podcast scene, so we can
No,
start there if you want to.
I
Um,
mean, yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, dude, you got like such a good flow going, dude. Your cousin, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If he sticks with it, he's gonna be a baller in the space, man.
Yeah.
His energy, he's gonna be good. Johan, I believe.
Yeah. That's my
Yeah,
cousin. Yeah.
he's a stud, man. He's
Yeah.
gonna be good, man. Especially with you having like a someone to lean on and talk to about it, like going through that process. Because I mean, I don't know about you, I didn't have anybody.
Right.
To be honest with you,
Right.
Are we started? Are you
Yeah, we can start now.
I got you.
I'm sure they already know you, man. But VTice is here, guys.
My man.
Yeah.
My man. Yeah, it's good to see you. Thank you again for having me, dude.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
But
I had to.
dude, you're killing it on the podcast, by the way, man.
Thank you.
I thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. Do I sound okay on your
You
end,
sound
by the way?
outstanding, my friend.
All right, I can go a little bit closer, dude. How close is your mic when you're recording? I'm just curious.
It's right on my desk, like it's like right here. So this is it right here. It's like right here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've had issues in the past where I'm just like mashing the key binds, so I have to move it further for that. And then I have this issue, bro. It's hard to describe. I exhale when I finish a sentence, so I'll be like, "Yeah, so me and my boy Yugi, we're gonna head down to the bar and get some drinks later." And dude, like, and I was reluctant to even tell you that because I hope it doesn't ruin it. That's all you can focus on, bro. But I sound like a fucking idiot. Can I cuss, by the way? Yeah, Johan dropped plenty of F-bombs on that Battlefield
Johan be
rant,
going
so,
off.
Yeah.
I think he dropped everything.
Yeah, he let it rip. He let it rip. That's 100%. For sure.
He was Beyblade.
No, he's gonna be good, man, if he sticks with it. I dropped him a sub, so I look forward to seeing him posted and everything.
Yeah, I was telling him, I was asking him, I was like, yo, like, you really trying to get into this or what? He's like, for now, I'm gonna just be a gamer. But lately he's been hanging out in the streams a lot, and he's also been, he said that he feels pretty welcome. Which really made me feel good, man. You know what I mean? Because opening it up to your family, bro, that's a whole, you know what I mean?
I haven't done it yet,
right?
To be honest with you,
because you're like nervous, right? Like, oh, shit.
Well, plus it's like I got like the old-fashioned parents where it's just like, no. You go to high school, you either get a job after high school, or you go to college and you get a job. You're 9 to 5. That's it,
right?
And like they're not necessarily caught up with like 2023.
Right.
So I know like they wouldn't understand. Right. It's like, what do you mean you can make money posting on YouTube? What do you mean? Like they wouldn't even know where to start with that.
I can imagine. Like, so do you feel like they would be like unsupportive, or you just feel like you'd be nervous to talk to them about it?
It depends on which one you ask. I think my mom be all for it. I think.
Really.
It was like, I mean, it's like as any responsible parent would say, is like, well, okay, so you have like an income though beyond this YouTube that you're very early in, right?
Mm-hmm,
if it's yes, and it's a good.
Yeah.
And then my dad wouldn't understand. He's too old fashioned. He's too archaic, man.
Like, so you don't have benefits?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not maxing out your 401k? So, dude, 100%. But I know, in all honesty, I think they'd both be pretty supportive, but they just wouldn't understand. And plus, like, let me ask you that. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, so when you brought that conversation up, whether that be Lady Yugi, I should say, how's she doing, by the way?
She's good. She's working out right now. Yeah.
How's the move coming along? That's a process, bro.
Yeah, man. The house is looking pretty empty right now. So
really?
We're working on that right now. Yeah.
Dude, that reminds me. I was gonna ask you this. When you did, I have your podcast up here. I remember the guy's name. Bo Knows.
Oh, yeah.
What was your background? That was a good one, by the way.
Thank you.
What was your background? Were you in like Dubai on that one? I popped that up and I was like, dude, they moved into a sick house, bro. Oh my God. You had a background which was like the city skyline. It was sick, dude.
Thanks.
Sick.
That's just a Zoom thing, bro. I just put it up.
Got you.
And I thought it looked cool. Yeah.
It did. Drew me right in, bro, right away. Yeah, it was sick.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking you. So, like, when you brought it up to Lady Yugi, when you brought it up, I don't know if you've told your parents. I don't know if you've told, how many of your friends or other family. Obviously, Johan knows, but in your family, like, how do you even bring that up? I'm curious.
So, in terms of like who I brought it up, so first, my wife, she kind of fell into our laps per se.
Yeah.
Like, I really wish I could tell you this elaborate story of like,
sure.
I went on a journey and
right.
Like, dude, I literally just woke up one day. I was like, I think this would be funny to stream. So
I did some ayahuasca in a cave and it just came to me.
Yeah, I wish it was not one of those situations, man. Yeah, and I wish I could say that, but like, it literally just happened, and she was just like, "All right, we'll see if you actually stick."
Sure.
And I actually been sticking with it.
Look at you now, dude. You're creeping up on 2K, right? I got your channel pulled up here. Yeah, it's 2K. Yeah, dude, you're absolutely killing it, man. You know, whenever I check out your stream, it seems like you always have something new with like technology. Like, so for instance, you've done your logo before. Most recently, I saw, you know how you play like the intro music on your intro screen before you start the stream? Yeah. How do you do that where it's that circle in the middle with the logo and then it's like with the base? Like the circle, you did that with the Fall Guys logo. It was sick. Dude.
Yeah, that was sick.
That's sick.
That's all wallpaper engine. It's all on there. So if you go to I got you. So you got Steam, right?
I do.
So download wallpaper engine. I think it's like $5 or $10.
Okay.
And all those are mods that are
interesting.
Yeah. So I just play that. You look for I think they're called visualizers, equalizers, and dude, you just get the whole pool, and I just use that instead of like having to spend, you know, a pretty penny on Streamlabs. I could just use wallpaper engine and then try to make it pretty that way, thematic. That's all it is. Yeah. So that's you're just looking at my monitor. I'm just not using it. I'm using
right. So then you do the Streamlabs like free version.
Yeah, for now. Yeah. I'm debating on getting into it because we just hit our what should call it, super chat goal.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. So
that's
awesome. I think if I upgrade the laptop and I do the Fall Guys tournament, it's gotta look pretty, bro. Like I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean? Like legit. Yeah.
Dude, I remember when we were in there during that first tournament you did. You were pulling like over 100 viewers. It was sick, dude.
These tryhards love Fall Guys.
I tell you what, you build it and they'll come. You build it. I mentioned the second you mentioned tournament, they're there.
Yeah,
so,
I remember we talked about it. I was like, bro, for some reason, like, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real, man. Like, if there was a more casual community, I would have never did that.
Right.
But I just noticed the market. I was like,
it's there.
Right. Like for some reason they take it so serious, and it's hard for us, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
Like me and you, like I'll be watching your streams, and you're just more like you're just chilling, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
You win,
there's times where I won't even play. I'll just start the game up, and I'll go stand in the corner or something. I'll just talk to people on the chat because it's like if I try to play. That calls in for the griefers, number one, because then it's like, okay, well, he's trying, so now I got to ruin his game. So then there's that, which that doesn't really bother me. But then the other issue is that on top of that, I suck. So if I do try, I'm not going to win, and then it's still embarrassing. Which I guess there's a spot for content in that, I suppose, too. What do you think of season 4 so far, with like the building maps and everything?
I get mixed reviews, man. I like it personally. I do.
I do too.
Right?
Yeah,
like, I have more fun making maps than playing them.
I haven't made one yet.
That's my cup of tea, man. You know me. Really? I love making stuff. So
you're like a Halo Forge kind of guy.
Yes. I'll sit here and I'll make anything. So I've been loving that. But then I hear some other people saying that they think it's mid, and I don't. Yeah, I'm that part really confuses me. I'm not gonna lie.
Some of the complaints I've heard is they're upset that the solo queue, both in customs and pubs, is only 40 compared to when it used to be 60. Fair. In terms of players. Maybe during customs, but I typically don't have an issue pulling. It's pretty rare. It takes a special night where I pull more than 40 for that. And what I've noticed too is when you're doing those, playing viewer maps, which my God, bro, will that test your patience, as I'm sure you're aware. That was the first time I ever gotten mad on stream. I did it twice in a row. Yeah. And there's some more of our friends. I won't say their names, but I've seen some of their streams and they've gotten pissed too. Yeah. And I get it. It does get old.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gone for you, but
yeah, I'm actually gonna talk to them soon. And
are you?
I think we're just timing out, man. I don't got time for it.
Because I think that's the move.
It's too much.
It is. Yeah. Well, and plus they come in and then they play. They spam you to play their map, and as soon as you do, it's okay, bye. So then at that point, I'm just like, okay, so we're pulling more viewers. That's great, but we're not building a community. Ooh. They're not here to stay. We'll never see them again.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
So
then the question is like, are these even the ones? Like, would I rather pull 20 viewers of people in the community that are here to stay around and that, enjoy the channel, enjoy me, and actually, support the channel in whatever way, whether even that's just like watching, or would I rather pull 40 where 20 of them are just going to spam me to play their maps, and then as soon as I play it, I will never see them again unless I do the viewer maps. So then all of a sudden, if I do an Among Us stream, or if I do whatever, hey, I'm playing Warzone with Yugi, like, hey, I'd appreciate you guys come in and just hang out with us for a bit. They're not going to be there.
No,
they're not going to be there. So then what's the progress then? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know, man. It's one of those, like, it probably would have to be like a dedicated stream night.
It have to be.
Just do it, because trying to sprinkle it in throughout, I don't know what's the secret sauce for it, but
you were making this joke the other day when I was playing the horror game. I need more holy water when I do the viewer maps than when I do horror games, bro, which I'm glad you got to see a little bit of a taste of that last time. I'm sorry if I blew your eardrums out.
You're good, bro. You're good. Yo, that was so funny, bro.
I'm not gonna
lie, I think your horror game streams might be the best in the community, because
it's so unfortunate,
man. Like,
it's so unfortunate that that's what everybody asks.
Yeah,
for. It's so unfortunate. Like, I was like the one thing.
Like, is it because they like to see you suffer? Or
I think so. Yeah, I guess that's exactly it. Yeah. Well, plus is, like, to be honest with you, no one's accused me of this, but I would imagine, because it almost probably feels almost over the top reactions. Like, I'm doing it for the reaction. Yeah. It's genuinely not. I'm genuinely that soft with those.
I was like, you can't fake that. You can't.
Dude, when I was watching your when you were reacting to me playing the Summer of '58 game, you were like, you said something to the effect of, I thought he was kind of capping when he said that he gets really scared during these.
No, you really do get scared. Guys, you're
bro.
really like scared. Like, you're scaring the shit out of this guy. Like, like, I was like, you know, like, maybe he was like, like hyperbolic. No, you really don't like.
I see Jesus trying to wave me home every now and then when I'm playing those bros. So we'll keep it going because people enjoy it. But man, dude, yeah, it's not for me. I gotta be honest with you, there's a weird euphoria that I feel at the end of it when I play that coffin dance song outro, though. When it's like, we made it, the game's done, we survived. It's almost like kind of like conquering your fears. It's like, well, I'm afraid of heights, so you go skydiving, right? Yeah. And then when you probably don't like it, at least the first time, you hate it. Maybe you do turn out to like it. Turns out I don't like horror games still. I don't. I've gained an appreciation for them, like the cleverness and like the chase, in like that Poppy playtime game. I appreciate the chase of that and in different ones, but dude, I told myself, dude, it used to be in my YouTube description. I would say something to the effect of, if you have any games you want me to play, please don't hesitate to ask, parentheses, but I don't play horror games. And now here we are every Sunday. Yeah, dude. It's awful, man. Yo, I'm getting sweaty palms just thinking about it.
Yeah. I was watching that part, when they were chasing you, and I was like, this is literally like every nightmare I've had.
Literally. Yeah, so you can't run as fast as you're running in place.
And he's right there.
Yeah, you hear him behind you. Yeah, you can feel him on your six.
Yeah.
It's awful, dude. Yeah, it's absolutely awful.
Yeah, you got that, bro. But they're there. Good numbers, man. I mean,
well, people, when you're in there, I mean, even when I'm in your stream, people are asking you to play them. I know you're like way tougher. Hey, how was that Resident Evil 2, by the way? Walk me through that. We talked a little bit about it kind of briefly, like just through like streamer to viewer chat kind of thing. But talk to me about how it went down.
Dude, I ranted about it. I put it on Instagram, dude.
Oh, did you?
I was so upset, bro.
Well, first of all, the first reason why I think you're a psycho is, number one, you did it at 3 a.m. and you didn't do it on streams. You're by yourself. You are Han Solo at that point.
Bro.
I'm still in your story. Go ahead.
You good. My wife was out. She was with her friend. She's hanging out with her. So we do that sometimes. You spend time with our families.
Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. But I had the bright idea. I said, hey, I'm playing Resident Evil 4. I'll try Resident Evil 2. You know what I mean?
God. Yeah.
It was 3 a.m. I put the headphones on. I said, look, man, I'm going to get immersed. You know what I mean? I want to make sure. No.
Dive into this here.
Should not have done that. Game. Yo, fuck that game, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because, when you play the fourth one, you're like a freaking action hero, dog. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
like I was watching you play the fourth. You didn't seem scared.
No, you're a badass, bro.
Fine. Yeah,
you know what I mean? You drop kicking freaking zombies. You're shooting them with shotgun. Leon's throwing out one-liners like, I guess I must have slipped.
I'll have what she's having. Yeah, bro.
It's all like 70s one-liners. So you feel like a beast. You know what I mean? Like, you're good.
Right.
Resident Evil 2, he's a rookie cop. It's like day one.
Oh,
so he's
nice.
like, you know what I mean? He gets freaked out. And then
so in 4 you're Yugi601, and in number 2 you're VTice.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing here,
dude. And it's like, it's so fucked up because I had the original soundtrack. I guess I bought the freaking Chronic Bubonic edition. That's like $200, you know. So I get the original soundtrack, and I was like, sure, I'll put on the original. Fuck the original soundtrack, because you'll be walking and there's these random noises for no reason. You're just
that's
walking
what
and
gets
you
you, dude.
I'm like,
yeah,
what was that? It's nothing. I hate
that's
that.
what gets me during those horror games is like hearing the sounds. You hear like people running around in the room next door or something. That eats you away, dude. It really does. It does. Are you gonna post it? Did you record it, or did you just play it for fun?
Didn't. I was just playing it, but now I don't know. I don't know if I don't know, man.
It's like hard to go back too,
dude. Like I can't give you a genuine reaction. I mean,
you can't put the toothpaste back.
Yeah. But I mean, I've been doing that. Like I've been trying to play some games off stream, just like if I have the time.
Yeah,
I'll hop in. Like I played a little. Like I think what I'll do from now is I'll probably like do a challenge on certain games, and then like if the challenge is done, I'll just keep playing off stream because I've been playing like the Star Wars Jedi games, and I love those. So I just keep playing them. But dude,
that new one that drops pretty big. That new Star Wars game.
Yeah,
like, I think you tried to play it. You were having some tech issues with it.
Yeah, it's not enough juice, but you know what I mean? I'm working on that. I mean, little by little, we were talking about this the last time we were together, man. We talked about it and how it's best to get the equipment right. And now I think we're getting there, man.
Awesome, dude. It's like a tool shed, right? You never get all your tools at once. You go, okay, I got a hammer here, a wrench here. You upgrade here and there, but you keep on adding to it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was gonna tell you, man, you should play something where you can fight back. I think it might not be as scary. You know what I mean? Because you're always playing games and you're walking around.
In every aspect of life, I'm getting pwned. I can't do shit in order.
Yeah, like at least if you're playing Resident Evil 2, you can freak out while you shoot the zombie.
Fair.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like, you can.
That's not a bad one. I'll keep that. That is a good call.
Yeah, and eventually, like you get a shotgun, so now it's you get jump scared, but you blast their head off.
That's a great point,
these games
dude.
You've been playing, bro, you just run.
Literally, that is about it. And the comedy being of it is like in real life, I need to run more, but I only do that in my video games apparently. So that's 100% true, dude.
I was looking at myself. I was like, yeah, you gotta start taking care of yourself, man.
True.
You can get caught up in this grind, bro. Especially doing it solo. It's freaking
1,000%. You know, I've done a little bit better recently. A little bit better. We may have discussed this the first time we talked about it, but I know we've discussed it before, just you and me. But I would tell people now, which I don't think I had the foresight, especially when I started. I didn't have the foresight even. Well, even when you came on my podcast, I don't even think I brought this up. I would preach the importance of variety. I really would.
Yeah.
So I got to be honest with you. Like some of those long breaks I took, part of it was I don't want to just go do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it gets stale.
Then
it's just like, because I mean, like, if you're not having fun with streaming, why are you doing it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
None of us are millionaires here by any stretch. You know, who knows? We'd like to grow our channels. If you could do it full time one day, that'd be awesome. But you're not going to build Rome in a day.
No.
By no means. So
no.
I mean, you got to have fun with it. And I think, you know, you're a better streamer when you're actually having fun versus I'm going through the motions, just trying to survive.
Yes.
You know, you really, really are. So I've been doing more. I mean, I've done like chess streams.
I saw that. Yo, that was dope.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You were in there this Saturday. Yeah.
I wanted to play, man, but
it's fun.
I wasn't on my desktop at the time. Yeah. But I would have played, bro. Yeah.
It's fun, man. It's a good time. So like I picked up Among Us a little bit, the hide and seek. You know, I picked up like trivia nights, like the Kahoot, and we tried to book it. The issue is with some of those games, you run into like hackers that just tank your lobbies. Yeah. So that comes with the territory. You know what I mean? But the variety's definitely helped. I'm back to having a lot more fun. I'm also doing more than just streaming. I'm trying to do like a short every other day, which we've talked about the shorts and the importance, especially with the way YouTube's pushing them right now. It's a great way to grow. I was talking to Bursting about that. Dude, he's like 300 away from 20K. And I was asking him like, because he boomed. And he was like, dude, I post a short every day and it's changed everything. Yeah. You know? So
big game changer, bro. If you can help it. I found out I could sometimes I'll have like breaks during work that I'll use. Yeah. And you can make a short of your streams by pressing it's only unique to us. Only people of their channel can do it, I think. If
interesting.
And you can like if you remember a moment that you would want to make into a short, dude, just do it. It's better to do it because so many times, bro, I would post something. I'm like, this is so bad, and somehow it does
Yeah.
better than the stuff I care about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Then there's like this is the one that may make me famous, and then you get like 80 views on that short or something. Yeah, it's 100% true, dude. You
So
never know what's gonna pop.
It's free
really
promo,
don't.
bro. You might as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Absolutely. Well, so is that different from like the clip it feature?
Yes. Yes.
It is
because it
okay,
literally.
I haven't seen that.
So I'll do it. I'll post like a lot of the Yoan clips are it. So you select 60 seconds. You pick the 60-second segment. You adjust at what part of the video you want it on. You press, I think it's like save or something, and it literally makes it a short, dude.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And
you can schedule it, obviously. So just keep that in mind, bro. Like, if there's like a funny moment or something that you remember that happened in the game, post it, man.
That's nice. Well, do you use the replay buffer on Streamlabs?
I do.
I do as well. That's a game changer. But sometimes with that one, what do you have I have mine set at 30 seconds. What do you have? I should do 60.
Yeah, I would. I used to do 5,
or even more,
but it's 210. It's not good. So 60 to 2 minutes is ideal. Just because
I would say so.
Yeah.
Well, because all that happens is, so here's how it goes, dude, is I'll hit the replay buffer 30 seconds. Then maybe what I wanted in the short was 40 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute, whatever it may be. Or I'd rather have 2 minutes and then be able to cut out, whatever, get it down inside that 60-second window. And then when I do the 30 seconds, it's like, well, something cuts out. So then I still got to go back to the stream, pull it up in my editing software, cut it out anyways.
Yeah.
So, to your point. So yeah, I do need to increase that. I wasn't sure if you use that. And then half time I forget to use it. But that's nice that you can do that on your phone, though. That's big.
Yeah. So if you do, like, just, you can go back to your stream, like, try to remember where it was and do it that way. So sometimes I'll do that. But yeah, the replay buffer is a game changer. I mean, I have to literally, like, put a reminder. I used to, because I used to not do it all the time.
Yeah.
And, whether it be a sticky or something, just remember to do it.
Yeah, I got my sticky notes on my monitor too. I do the exact same thing. Like, here's my raid playlist. Here's the song and the time. Don't forget to use my audio settings in case they get knocked off.
It's a hallmark of somebody who really cares about this shit, man.
Trying to, man. Either that or I'm just an idiot, so I have to always be reminding myself.
No, dude, I'm the same way. I'm so forgetful, bro. I have to tell my mods all the time, like, yo, can you guys remind me? I will forget.
Yeah. Well, and I obviously won't share what you do for a living, but you and I both have jobs,
right?
Where we're not working from home. Because if you're working from home, I think about that where I'm just like, if I could work from home, I would be able to pump out so much more content. But like, to your point, all of a sudden, because I've never had a way to do it mobily, so now that you can do that on your phone, that's a game changer.
Yeah, dude,
that's really helpful.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, they fucked up telling me this.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have done that.
Fucking
now I'm in the bathroom just a little bit longer than usual.
Dude. Yeah, bro. 100%. That's huge.
Yeah. My lunch, even in a lunch break, because it's 60 seconds.
Yeah.
On a lunch break.
Yeah.
I remember this part was pretty funny. Boom, clip it, send it. And it's something. I mean, look, like, I don't know what people's expectations are, but I'm still new to this, so I'm not gonna act like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna act like I know how to edit like a beast, you know what I mean? But I'll do my best. You
know what's been fun is in the time that we've known each other to see you progress.
Right.
Like we said, add those tools to the toolbox, man. And I always feel as though you're significantly further than me, but you're very good with like being cognizant and always like. I won't say this for you. What?
Thank you.
Why are you laughing at me? Yeah.
Being cognizant, like.
Yeah, well, no, but like you're cognizant of that rule that I know a lot of people talk about, and I could do better on this. Each video, each stream, 1% better. What can you do? And I don't do a great job of making those footnotes. It's more so I'm looking at, okay, what works? I'll keep doing this, but that doesn't mean I don't make it better, though, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So. I feel as though it seems like, if I haven't popped into your stream for like a week or so, I'll come back and there's something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And which is cool to see. You do a great job of that, which I could do a lot better of doing that. But it's just that 1% better, it adds up over time.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. So, I'm an open book, bro. Anything you need, man. I mean,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Cause I feel like when you get a little, I don't know, man. Like I really found the second home, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
You're enjoying it, huh?
A little too much. It's almost like, you know what I mean?
It's intoxicating.
Like, Like this is the first time I really felt like I belong somewhere, man.
Awesome, dude. That's great to hear, dude.
Yeah, man.
Well,
like more so, like
you can tell.
Yeah. Like I was talking about it yesterday with my mom. You know what I mean? It was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You just look different." I was like, "It's true, man." Like I get so much love. Like I'm so happy. Like people like you put me on, bro. Even when I was barely a partner. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
that means a lot to me, bro. Like I don't think you understand.
100%. Yeah, no, absolutely. But that's the thing, dude. Is I mean, I could take these different avenues. I mean, like you're doing the same thing, though. Let's call it what it is. I'm not here to insult any of your other guests. I'm in this exact same category, but you're not having Mr. Beast on. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Like you're having people on that you're bigger than, and you and I are very similar. So. And pumping out that content. I don't know. I think everybody just pays it forward. And I think you have a good gauge on it, as well as I did, at least at the time, where, you promote people that will kind of keep on doing the right thing. They'll pay it forward. But like, that's the thing. You don't really do it to do someone a favor. You just do it because, in all honesty, you kind of do it for the viewers, where it's like, hey, I think you guys would love this guy. Yeah. There's people like when I was on my break, or if I have a day where I'm not streaming, I'll pop in, I'll lurk in your stream, or I'll hang out in your stream, and they're there. And then, like, dude, like nothing makes you happier than that. And likewise, like there's days, so like, you're not streaming Monday through Wednesday right now, but when you're not, like Dark will pop into mine. And that's all thanks to you. Like I didn't meet Dark, you know what I mean? Demented will pop in, different people like that. Lady Yugi pops in and says hi, you know what I mean? Right. So I think it's part of the way that it works. I can't imagine anyone gets there by themselves. You know what I mean? Some people they do. They're incredibly brilliant or incredibly talented. Okay, let's put them aside because that's the 0.1%.
Yeah, they're not the rule.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the exception. I'm not overly talented. I'm not overly, I'm not overly big. I don't have a huge audience by any means, but I don't know. I think we're both people, not to like sit here and gas myself up, but I think we're both people that people enjoy their presence on. You know what I mean? And that's other creators
can't cap either. Like the reality is, bro, like this YouTube shit hits different, man. Like I'm telling you, like, I'll be on Twitter, man, I'm in there running my trap, and I'll be lurking on other like Twitch streamers, dude, that got like 3 times our following, but none of the viewers, dog.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's different here, man.
What do you think happens when that's the case? So, like for instance, I can understand. We all know people where it's like, you're actually related to this, but I was watching someone stream who rated you yesterday, actually, and there was a viewer that I won't say any names, but there was a viewer that came in and said, "Hey, I can give you a shout out. I got 12K views, or excuse me, 12K subs." And I happened to check on that viewer. I was just curious. And they had shorts. So they're a gaming channel that doesn't ever post, but they had like 4 shorts get over like 2 million. It was like their highest was like 6 million views. Yeah. And it was like Fast and Furious, like trailers on shorts. What's the value in that? There is none. Dude, I told you the same thing. I had a video when I was just trying to pump out any content when I was a nobody. I think a year ago, I looked this up. A year ago, I had like 15 subs. And I think coming up in late May, early June, a year ago, I had one short go viral. Mm-hmm. It was about Charles Barkley and basketball. It was like just Charles Barkley being funny, unrelated to me. So it's great. I got 700 plus subs from it. None of them give 2 flying fucks what I do, like my actual content. You know what I mean? So like, what good is it? Sure, it gets me to 1K. That's the only number that matters. Yeah. Because as you know, once you get to 1K, you're monetized. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 subs,
bingo,
or a million.
Preach, bro.
It doesn't matter. Let me work here a little bit.
It's the truth, dog. It's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth, man.
Because I was like mind blown at some of the freaking like contributions that some people bring that they don't get in other streams.
It's true.
It's 100%. Your community and that's it, man. All that other stuff, like you said, like it's nice, sure, like freaking Mr. Beast can shout me out. I don't have Mr. Beast quality, man.
True.
It's 100% what's carrying us is our community. That's why it's just so mind-blowing to me. I wake up every day and I just can't believe like how unbelievably nice. And I was talking to DMG about it. I'm trying to get him on. But this goober, man, he always just he's a goober, man. I love you, DMG, but you're a goober, bro.
He's a character.
He is. And because he'll just be like, all right, I'll talk to you after stream. I'm like, bro, like I can't just do it at a drop of a hat, So but I'll talk to you, bro. It's all love. But he said something that was really, really telling, and I agree with. He was talking about how like so he did Twitch for a while, and he was like the only people is like other creators, and people are very like kind of mean, like a little more like gatekeepy. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I didn't get none of that vibe here. I'm telling you, VTice, if it wasn't for people like you and everyone else who is similar minded, like very like welcoming, I wouldn't be doing this shit, dude. Because if it was anything the way that DMG was explaining, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, dude. And you've told me about that before, kind of the difference between a Twitch and YouTube community, at least it feels like.
Yes.
You know, I don't spend a ton of time on Twitch. I really don't go on there much, so I can't speak on it. But to your point, dude, I feel incredibly blessed. Number one, for the following that you and I both have. But number two, for the community amongst the creators that we have as well. You know, it's a good problem to have. I mean, I finished up stream before I hopped on with you, and I go, okay, let's see which one of our friends are on. It's like, damn, you guys want to do a vote? We got a lot of great people on right now. You know, where you guys want to go? You know, that's a great problem to have. Yeah. Like, hey, you know, we haven't rated Yugi for a while. Let's go see what he's doing over there. Yeah. Oh, sick. Yugi's playing customs. Let's go do it. Right. Or, you know, Coach 4 Stars, you know, doing this today. Yeah. Something like that. You know, it's awesome. It's an awesome problem to have. And the other thing I wanted to say too is like, because it was so funny. We're doing this today and you brought that up because, like I said, it was either yesterday or this morning, whenever, but I had just looked at, because you know how on your YouTube studio page, it has like your subscriber timeline. You can go back 365 days, lifetime, whatever. Yeah. Like, dude, literally a year ago to the day I was at 15. And then I think about it and I'm just like, I like, you can't believe it. You know what I mean? You just feel so lucky, so blessed. It's like I did so many streams to one viewer, and that viewer was me on my phone while I was playing. Yeah. It's like, so
a lot of people don't know that, man. They don't know, because I've been there too, bro. Sitting on Twitch, not sure what the hell you're supposed to do. Yeah, streaming like, one person. Yeah, it's true, dude. It's so true. And like, you know, to your point, like because we first met, you and Lady. I almost want to say, was it Lady that came in first, or was it you? I honestly, she told me about you. She's like, yeah, how about that? This guy's really nice. I was like, really? Yeah. And then you came in, and it was just like, I don't know if somebody had to pry it out of you. I can't remember how I figured it out, but I would have never known. I could have paid you and you wouldn't have told me you were a creator. Oh, yeah, that is someone that I will raid and boost and gas up 5 billion times before the person of, can I have a shout out? Yeah. Or like, dude, like, you know what I love is the one where it's just like, yeah, I just posted a new YouTube video today. Thumbs up, and I'm just like, that's fucking self-promo. Yeah, 100%. Don't act like it isn't. Yeah. Well, I didn't say sub to me. It's like, it doesn't fucking still counts. Come on. Y'all, what are we doing here? You know who you are. Y'all do it all the time. Yeah. You go up in there and be like, oh yeah, you know, just about to post a video. Just about to start stream. Yeah. Like, bro, you could talk about something else. Come on, bro. Yeah. Tell me about, I'd rather hear about the hot dog you ate that you don't care about than. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, right. Come on. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if there was like another viewer that was in my stream at the time. And then I don't know if they had maybe asked you when you're going live next to them, and that's how I found out. Yeah. I checked you out, and I was like, this dude's a real one. So, by the way, do you have like a schedule for us to go, like in terms of like this? Because we've been literally all over the place. That's how my ADHD brain works. I don't want to get you off schedule. We good with how we're doing it? No. This is an off day for me, bro. My man. My man. I'm here for it. Yeah, I got to. I would. The only reason why I'm streaming Thursday is because of Super Rocker, because we're doing the challenge. But I only stream Friday through Sunday. Right. Have you guys finished that? I haven't tuned in for. Have you guys finished? You guys haven't finished Super been getting his ass whipped. Has he really? He's been getting that work. He's been getting that work. I think he died like over 30 times, bro. Let's go. I'm at 19. Yeah. Oh, you're blowing him out of the water. Hey, did you ever get pied? I did not. No, dude, let's go. I'm a beast, bro. I will gas myself for this one. Everyone was chanting, can't wait to like hashtag pie Yugi. Can't wait to see him get pied. Here it comes. He's gonna die right here. Your boy went out on the limb and said, I don't think he's gonna get pied at all. It did. Here we are, dude. You killed that, bro. Yeah. You gonna bring that back in? I'm not gonna. Like I should, right? Something? It's a nice little. People wanted you to see you get pied. I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, everybody wants to see. Yeah. That was a good call. Did not happen, but. I'm not gonna lie, that game kind of has a little bit of a broken mechanic because. Oh really? Yeah, because you can like counterattack, but you can. It was spam, Dead Island 2. Yeah. But you can spam like the counterattack button, so it's not like a like some games where force field around yourself. Almost, yeah, because you can just spam the button to counter. Yeah. So it's a little, you know what I mean, but was it scary? Everyone was trying to tell me it was a scary game. I think I was watching you. There was like one jump scare that first day you were playing it, but I don't remember seeing any more. You know how you could avoid that? I'll tell you right now. So, That's because I'm a goober, and I don't think that, oh, there's a zombie making noise in front of this door. If I open it, he's gonna pop at me. So what you do is you put something over you hold the block button, and then you open the door, and they'll just eat the block.
Got
so
you.
I did it to myself.
Yeah,
so
smarter, not harder.
Pro tip for those
Good
of you
call.
who want to play Dead Island 2. Yeah, it's not scary. It's more goofy / like fun. The combat's very. I don't know how you feel about it. I'm actually curious how you feel about this because we did talk about it a little bit on Twitter.
Yeah. The
combat's a little realistic. Like
really?
Like when you hit, I was like, ooh, I kind of seen that in real life, and that looks a little too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, Fall Guys
players, but that skull fracture was a little bit too real.
Yeah. So remember we were watching that trailer of that game?
Yeah.
And it looks like real body cam footage.
Yeah, dude, that's right, dude. So I remember I responded to you when you tweeted about that. I couldn't believe it. No, I was like, it's got to be like an internet troll going around, but it's not. No, it's not.
It's a real game, man, and it's like. So now the conversation is. I feel like this is the same conversation that the same people had when Mortal Kombat dropped.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, with like the finishers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like where's the line?
Right. Yeah, dude, because Mortal Kombat gives you the X-ray vision of the damage you're doing. Yeah. It is fucking brutal. Yeah. Hard to watch, really.
Yeah. But like when Mortal Kombat first came out, I knew this was a big controversy. People weren't sure, like, you know, is this going to be a problem? Where do we draw the line? Like, is this going to affect our kids? And then obviously, overwhelmingly, apparently, at least as far as studies go, it has not. But like, this is the next frontier, man. This is the next Mortal Kombat. Like,
it'd be crazy to look back, man. When you have me back on in 30 years on your podcast from today, like where the video games are going to be by then? Because I mean, like if you look at it from our day, late 90s, early 2000s versus now. I mean, dude, now some of them they look so real already. But that's an interesting topic. I'm curious your thoughts on this. Do you put stock in that in violent video games with younger children? Increasing the likelihood of them being violent as adults.
I'm saying I feel like that is so case by case, bro.
I agree.
I don't like absolutes, man.
It is true. I think it's a spectrum, right? Because you and I could do a study on 100 kids. They all play whatever, Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat, pick your game. And of those kids, unrelated or hypothetically 100 kids that don't play it. It may be the exact same number that end up having violent offenses when they grow up. And then it's just like, oh, they happen to play Grand Theft Auto. Well, so did you and I. I won't speak for you, but I have a pretty good idea that you're not running around hitting hookers with bats in your free time and taking their money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
it hasn't been that bad yet.
Not yet. I tell you what, though, those here's my code, play my map. That gets me pretty fucking close, though. I'll be honest with you.
Yo.
Besides the point, that's the first time I've ever been mad on. Sure, I did it back-to-back days. I ended early, dude. I was like, I can't do it. I won't recircle on that one.
No, you're good. You're good. To add on to it real quick, and then we'll go back on topic. It's rude. That's the problem. That's the problem with that, and that's the problem with self-promo. Because we're human beings too, bro. Like you could talk to us like a person. If you said, "Hey, man, you playing any custom maps? Oh, not today. All right, when talk to us.
Right.
Have social skills.
Like you didn't say hi, please, thank you. You just say, all right, bye. Once it's over, once you play it and stuff too. Which is fine. It's like at that point, I genuinely don't give a shit if you sub or not. At that point, it makes no difference. I ain't gonna see you again anyways.
You give them the all right, well, have a nice day. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. And then it's like you have to explain that 100,000 times over. You can put it in the pinned message. Hey, !join to join the queue. We'll get you in when your name's up. Doesn't matter. They don't even read it.
Right.
So,
and sometimes you got to remind them, but when you're being flat out rude.
Agreed.
Yeah, and that's where the self-promo, that's my problem. It's like, that's why I put it in my rules. I say, at least ask me permission. Don't be rude about it because you don't just come into someone's house and start talking about yourself, man. Like that's a person, have a conversation. But I think that's like a more upbringing, social skills type of deal.
Well, that, and is I sit back and I've thought about this before. It's like, if I was 8, if I was 12, if I was 16, if I was 18, because you're still a kid in my mind if you're 18 at this point, to be honest with you.
That's 100%.
You
can argue early 20s for some people.
Yeah, seriously. I still feel like a child sometimes, but where was I going with this? But like I'm curious what you think. Like, if I was to join a stream, because the one thing I always remember about, like my parents were incredibly strict. And one of the things they were the most strict on, and I would take an ass beating, dude, if when we got home, if I didn't say please to someone out in public.
Yes.
Like, and that's if you're at the grocery store, that's if it was a janitor, that's if it was a CEO, that's if it was, one of their friends, another kid. Yeah. It didn't matter. I mean, you could believe it. If you don't say your pleases and thank yous, I mean, there's repercussions. So it's almost instilled now. To the point where I probably apologize too much sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I mean, at the same time, it's better to over than under apologize, and over have more manners than have less manners, I would say.
Yeah. I think that's why I jived with you, bro. Because you got that manners instilled the same way that I did.
To you.
Yeah. I think it's just I don't know. It's hard. It's so difficult because even cross races, even cross cultures, that is something that is really taught by parents.
Agreed.
And now I don't know how to navigate, because here's the thing: I don't know if I should feel bad for them or the parents. Like, is it really a kid's fault? You know what I'm saying? So I sometimes try to have a little more grace to them. Yeah. Because I think like they legit just don't know better. And I don't know if it's even like my place to start doing that. But at the same time, like you do cultivate your own community. You know what I mean?
True.
Like the times that I have said like, yo, like can you at least say hi?
Yeah.
No one's really disagreed.
Right.
And the ones that have, like, they kind of get cut off anyway. So
Agreed.
I don't know. I feel like streaming is a unique environment where you can cultivate that environment of people.
Totally.
Who get it.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Your community, not that you're their parent, but you're almost a parent-like figure. For instance, and I mean, like, I will never call you Daddy Yugs, but when I am in your stream is like I play by Yugi's rules. When I'm in Coach's stream, I play by Coach's rules.
That's a good point.
Godfather, name it, Cameron Gaming, whoever it may be. And then you guys do the same thing. When you come into mine, is like, okay, he doesn't care if I cuss, but he doesn't do it a ton, so I'm not just gonna rip off the F-bomb left, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if the situation calls for it, let it rip. I don't care. Right. Yeah, so it's almost one of those things where you're almost like a parent-esque figure, if you will. Yeah. So like, to your point, I think you're the one that kind of taught me this, and I struggled with this for a while. And it was when you were kind of teaching me about like, dude, you'll be okay if you ban them here and there if they deserve it. You know what I mean? And like, I struggled to pull that string. I struggle to time people out sometimes. My mods will usually do it for me, but and that's been super helpful because, to be honest, if someone's acting like a jack off in your stream, is like, do I even want this? Like, because I can make an argument. Like that's subtraction by addition. If I allow like a trash viewer to be in here who ruins everyone's good time, that's one sub gained. That may drive away 50 over the course of the next year. Or we could even scale it up more. If I allow 100 trash viewers, that could drive away 100K over time. You know what I mean? Right. So it's an interesting point, to be honest, in terms of like how you run the community and everything. And everyone's different. I tend to be a little bit more lenient to a fault, admittedly. Yeah. Did I tell you this story where there was one time, this was early on in the Fall Guys days, but we had a hacker in our lobby and I allowed him to stay. He was in the chat. And I was honestly curious about like how the hacks work. And I was talking to him about it, and I was like being friendly to him. Massive mistake, obviously. The new rule is if you hack, you're out, as it should be. There was a super friendly channel that people may or may not know, Brett.com. This was like probably like 2 months after he rated me when I was at 995 subs, and his community got me to 1K. That hacker then, and he would change his name to, it was always something like complimentary too. It was like, we were like kind of friends at the time, and it was like VTice is the GOAT, VTice on top, VTice W. He went to Brett.com's, who's also doing Fall Guys customs, hacks in there with the name sub to VTice was the name. How awful of a look is that for me? Right. I went back and watched the stream. Brett was pissed, rightfully so, by the way. He thought it was me or one of my friends doing it. It certainly wasn't. I didn't know this person, but I enabled it. So at that point, I mean, like the onus, it falls on me. It's 100% my fault. I could have cut the head off that snake right out of the gate, but I didn't.
Interesting.
And like that was like that. Like the hacker would hack in the lobby. So like let's say you're doing like jump around. I expect him, he'd be like floating up in the air, and then he would dive down and lose before So like, and he like on purpose so that
he's trying to be slick.
So he didn't impact the game. No, like it wasn't so much slick, dude. He was like being polite. He didn't want to take anyone's win from them on stream, so he would dive down and lose, but he would show off his hacks.
He's like a hacker with morals.
Yeah, it was like an oxymoron, dude. So I took the bait and I fell for it. That one came back to bite me. His entire channel like reported me. I didn't get in trouble or anything on YouTube. Bread.com's entire channel reported me. Rightfully so, still rightfully so. I hold nothing against them for how they handled that, but it was 100% on me. But that's the thing is it's just like things that you allow, small things, they grow, and then that'll come back to bite you. It's like once you kind of picture and know the community you want and the community that you have, does this person fit it? Yes or no? And it's just kind of that simple.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. That's wow. That's a very good story to share.
It was like, so I mean, like, what are your chances of running into a friendly hacker? Probably pretty limited, right? So there was strike one. And then on top of that, what are the chances you're a dumb enough creator? But I was early. Like I was still learning. Yeah. You know, when I say 995 subs, let's be very clear. I was really at 200 for that story I brought up earlier. Yeah. I had one short pop up. So I really have 700 subs less than what I'm actually at. You know what I mean? At all times, you know, just because those subs are not there for my gaming content, which it is what it is. I mean, you know, great. You got to 1K. That's awesome. Oh, hey, do you think there's a persona that viewers have? I almost feel like I have this where, okay, so if I go onto YouTube, I type in Fall Guys Customs, Yugi601 is at 2K subs and streamer B is at 150. Which one would you be more likely? Let's take like viewer count out of this. Which one would you be more likely to click on? Or like what do you think viewers would be more likely to click on? I'm curious your thoughts.
Yeah, they always gonna click on the one more.
Always. And I feel like I do the same thing. Like if I'm looking up a tutorial, I'm like, okay, well, this must be better information because this guy has 3 million subs versus this guy with 300K even. Yeah. You know? And sometimes I look at like the time too. I don't know if you do that for videos. I'm like, what can get me my answer in 2 minutes versus 20? You know what I mean? That's another one. So that's I totally just like, yeah.
Like that's a new era that we have into. Like my wife will tell me, like, I'd rather just watch a short of a tutorial than a whole video tutorial.
It's true.
Yeah. I think it's fascinating how that works, right? Like how we associate sub count with like credibility almost unintentionally, even though it might not even be true.
It's true. Yeah.
Which further fascinates to me as to why the hell anyone's watching this.
Right. You know what I mean? You've been getting hits though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so the thing, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, how do you get hits? How do you get pushed out in the algorithm? You built a community watches it. Oh my God, Yugi just posted something. Like I tune in. Yugi just posted this. Like fire. Let's go. I can't wait to watch this. And then you watch it. It's good content. Your watch time's good. I'm going to like it because it's Yugs. I'm going to like it because it's a good video. And then boom, that many more people see it. And then, you know, I don't know, like, what's your average click-through rate if you don't? Mine's low.
Let me see.
Like we do that just in life in general, though, is why do dudes want a nicer car? It's supposed to validate you. That dude could be 100K in debt, but he could be driving a Lambo for all you know.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's status. And unfortunately, you know, subs tends to feel like status sometimes. Nonetheless, mine's very low. Mine's like less than 5%. I know that much. I think average or YouTube either deems it average or good is like around 10%. Yeah. I don't get anywhere close to that. I don't. Talking about like shorts and why those are so huge right now. You know, one lesson I've learned on shorts, I would give advice to just other creators if they're watching this, but I got caught up. My shorts have to be 60 seconds and I have to tell a story in it. That's not the case. It has to be boom, or else they swipe right through it. And that has shown in my data too.
Yeah.
So screw the build up to the funny event. Show me the funny event.
Yeah.
And I struggled with that. I was like, well, I want to tell a story. I did that on my VODs. Well, if they'd be willing to watch this, but nobody watching it cares about the lead up and the build up, get to the point, get to the entertaining point because we're like this. Yeah. So get to the next one. You know what I mean?
I think, that's what like a lot of the new upcoming and the biggest creators found out is just like, it feels like it's 10 minutes worth of shorts.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's how you got to make your videos. Yeah. That's
well, and you know, like that new wave of videos, and I've seen some that are in fact entertaining, I suppose. Yeah. So like my live impression click-through rate is 6%. My video is worse than I thought, is 1.3%. So obviously I have an issue with thumbnail or title or something in between, or probably both, actually. By the way, my highest is Yugi601 How to Become a Streamer Creator. That's my highest click-through rate video. So
I'll take that.
Maybe I just put you on all my thumbnails all of a sudden.
That's back when I used to have the little anime character.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I wrote that down to ask you about it. We can get into that now or later if you want. I was going to ask you, dude, how's life been with the face cam on?
I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah. It's such a more connection. Right?
It is. Like there's a face to the voice, and there's so much more like, you know, like content I can provide because, you know, I got the glasses.
It's true.
The other day I bought
like the stickers on the face. I saw you do that.
Yeah, I had this little freaking Jeffrey Dahmer freaking cosplay I did like a couple seconds.
When was that?
It was.
How far did you take the cosplay?
It was just a hat and glasses. I did that on my last live stream because I wanted to make fun of people who are always like being weird in chat about Lady Yugi.
Sure.
So I like wore an outfit and I was like, Lady Yugi.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you should have her on sometime to talk about some of the insight on that with being like a female creator.
Dude, yeah, I know.
I can only imagine. I'm sure you see it just as much as she does, though, because obviously when she's on there, people are talking to her and stuff. Yeah, has that been a big issue?
No, you know what? I cut that head off real quick, but I really respect her because she really is just like, I'm cool with what I'm doing. Yeah, and she's not really trying to be a creator. You know what I mean?
Sure.
She's just there to support me. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
She's not really trying to like push it out there, but she's always down to like, if she's here, be on stream, like hang out with it. You know what I mean? Like she's 100% just a supporter, which, you know, has been a blessing. Like I think, I think it's nice to have her around, but
totally.
I've had conversations with her, like trying to really like see where she wants to be, and that seems to be the sentiment, you know.
For sure. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Honestly, really all you need is the support. Anything else is a bonus from there, I feel like, you know, but you'd be able to talk on that more than I would.
She you trust me, like I even like I don't know, it's more of a maybe like a some people are comfortable with where they are, so not like I wish, how do you say this? It's very mature of her, actually, because I feel like I wish a lot of people should understand that. Like maybe you really are just like a good supporter. Maybe you are just a good viewer. Everybody's so quick to want to do this, and it's like, dude, it's an uphill hill. And you're gonna climb that hill probably for a long time until you.
A lot of false summits on that hill too.
Right.
You think all of a sudden I have this stuff that's working, then all of a sudden that's yesterday's news. We'll be seeing. By the way, in case anyone's wondering, I'm taking Tylenol here, just so I don't want any accusations here about like how's that ecstasy hitting you, bro?
It's not party favorites VTice from the other stream.
No,
with the sunglasses on.
Oh boy, yeah, that was a bad morning that day. That was a poor morning to be a Tylenol, I tell you what. So that was a poor night to be a beer can as well. That's besides the point. We don't have to talk about me being an alcoholic, but well, that's a great point, dude. Is I think you're right. Is a lot of people want to do it, and then that's the thing is. So how do I go about it? I could understand if you're a kid thinking to yourself, the right answer is, well, if I go into 500 streamers' channels and ask and like self-promote, I might be able to get 50 subs out of that. And maybe you can, but by no means. It's like remember, and you watch all the tutorials, how to grow your channel, this, that, the other. You can shout out your one use. Because after you talked about it, you told me his name. I watch a lot of his videos. I just didn't know him by name. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. I'm going to draw a blank too. I haven't watched them in a while.
Nonetheless, pick whichever one you want. VidIQ, TubeBuddy, other creators that help you with that. They will all tell you the follow for follow. It does not work. It does not. And to your point, people think as soon as you hit 1K that like you can retire off of your YouTube earnings. As you know, you cannot. I make pennies per live stream on like ad revenue by itself. I make pennies on my shorts. My most popular shorts, minus the one that popped, but that was before I was monetized, so that's not even relevant. But the most popular ones on like my actual content is maybe 2 to 3K, and that's 1 or 2. That's like 20 to 30 cents. I don't know if people wanted us to share our earnings. I certainly won't share like the earnings, but just in terms of like ad revenue, it's not what you think it is. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I sat down with my members and kind of actually went through everything. And I'm telling you, man, support outside of like just watching.
Yeah.
That it pays for the whole stream. Like it's
amazing.
Does. Every donation it really you guys
does.
do, every super chat is like, it puts us light years ahead of what we really should be
seriously
doing. Yeah,
seriously. Yeah. Have you thought about dropping merch?
I've thought about it. I don't know if if I could justify it just yet.
Right. I don't know what the logistics on that look like. I think most of these, they're kind of like drop shipping almost, where it's like they only make what's ordered, which is nice. So then it's like, well, I don't have to pay for 1,000 shirts to get made, and then I only sell 20, you know, or whatever the case may be, which is a nice way to go about it, I suppose. But but like the super chats and the memberships, absolutely. Is in terms of like where the revenue comes from. Absolutely. So by the way, thank you for the super chat today, buddy. Speaking of which, I appreciate you, dude.
This is
100%.
You're good, bro.
100%.
I had
really
to show some
that.
love. You know what I mean? I couldn't talk much because I was like running around, but
sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean, I figured. Yeah, I like doing that, man. I like it. Like it. I know what it feels like. I try to give that love. I do that a lot.
Absolutely.
I try not to expect much out of it, but again, like, you know, you're there. It's a good culture to have, I think. I've been told, you know what I mean? I've been told, bro. When I first started streaming this game, they were like, they're all kids. They ain't gonna give you anything.
Right.
They ain't gonna give you anything.
Yeah. Bro. All of a sudden. Yeah. They actually give too much, as a matter of fact.
Dude, I can rant. I'll rant all day about it. I cannot believe this community, man.
Yeah.
It is just something else. And thank you.
They'll slap $5 on there because they're upset you haven't read enough of their chats. It's like, well, that was, you know, I mean, you're just because, you know, and they'll do it just put like a super chat down. I mean, and that was one thing. I never expected there to be that level of generosity. No. Never in my entire life.
No. I wish I could articulate it. I just can't believe it.
Well, and, you know, like for someone like me, I'll kind of speak on myself too, is I guess, like, to be fair, I'm trying to think what my mindset would have been. I've watched a lot of streamers and I've donated to a lot of, or I've like super chatted or gotten memberships for a lot of, you know, different creators, especially like our friends. You know, like I try to be like a member with like all our friends and everything. But I don't know if like before I started, I ever had an urge to really donate, to be honest with you. But there's people that, you know, that they're just so generous and gracious. They want to help support, which is just insane. But like, and like, I hope it's like maybe come off like a bad person, but like when I was watching like Dr. Disrespect, but like those guys are so mega huge. Maybe I was just like, well, they're already millionaires. I'm not going to donate to them. Pretty much. Like I don't know. I don't know where exactly my mindset was, but sometimes like if we go on a raid, but now I will. But like now I got my own money. See, here's the problem. I think, dude, is if when I was a kid, had I had my parents' credit card and I donated, that would have been the ass beating of the century, dude. Of the century, bro. You paid for what? Yeah. Wait, so I bought you all these video game consoles and you're going to watch him play it instead, right? Yeah, I know how.
And pay him?
Yeah, I can still hear like the wooden spoon coming off the nail on the wall, bro. And then I got to start running. That's worse than the horror games I play, bro. You don't respawn after that either, man.
You froze up like the character.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, keys aren't working all of a sudden. Where's that WASD, man? My God. Yeah, for real, bro.
No, yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, knowing how your parents would have thought, knowing how my parents would have thought. It just blows my mind over and over again that they even do. And
it's the new generation, bro, man.
Even their parents are cool with it, dog.
Yeah.
Even their parents are like, hey, you know what? I kind of like Yugi, man. You can give him a couple bucks. I'm like,
yeah.
What did you just say?
It's like, why? Yeah. Like, and it's like, you know, like we both have some creator or just some viewers in there where it's like they have kids and they'll donate to you. They'll get a membership. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'll figure it out. I'll be good. Go buy your husband, go buy your wife, go buy whoever, you know, like go get dinner tonight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or something like that. But it's just like, there's a billion other things, a billion better things they could spend their money on than the VTice channel, but they still used to. So, and that's why I think, you know, you have something kind of special going, and there is like that special knit in the community. And it's not just that, because not everyone has the means to donate, but it's just like, brother, you are in here every day. You like the stream every day. You're super positive. Like, why? Like, dude, it's Friday night, bro. You got so much better stuff to be doing, but thank you for being here. You know, I mean, it's just like donating your time even.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's different because
it does.
Somebody earned that money. somebody did something to get that money. That's harder money. It's crazy 100%. Because bro, like Yugi's about to get real quick.
Do it.
Let's do it, bro. Dude, I've been okay. Without saying names, bro.
Yeah.
I've talked to some creators, bro, and they'll get donated and they think that like from other creators mainly, they'll get like a donation from other creators.
Yeah.
And they'll immediately take it as like this creator's looking for clout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's cool because I guess it depends on what they say in the super chat. So to be completely fair, I could 100% see like somebody donating saying like, I'm about to start my stream, you know, that bullshit.
Yeah, bro.
And then drop $5 under it. It's like,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right.
But maybe it's just me and my way of living life. I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Sure.
My quick reaction is not to think, you know, whatever, name a creator, such and such is trying to get clout. You ain't gonna get no clout off me, but which is number one.
Yeah.
And then number two, it's like my first gut instinct is to remember that this is someone's hard-earned money.
Totally.
And it hits different. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
And it doesn't matter if it's like 99 cents or $99.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, because like there was someone, and this was a while back. This was very early on. But somebody had donated. You know how it's a different currency? Like the one that comes to mind is Canada. So it's like CA, or it's like the pound symbol for like if they're in like Europe or something.
Yeah.
It was I don't even know what the currency was, but what it came out to in US dollars was like 22 cents. And it may have been $1, maybe $2. I don't know what they actually donated, but that's what it came out to. And I can remember, and I'm actually getting kind of pissed just thinking about it. But they were like getting made fun of in the chat because it came out to like 22 cents.
Super rude.
You don't know what that motherfucker goes through day to day. Like that 22 cents could be the same thing as somebody else donating $100. Like $100 to them is 22 cents for somebody else. So nah, man. Whatever you donate is much appreciated.
Exactly.
You know what I
mean? I don't think they understand what, like, I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. I'm glad maybe me and you are on the same page, because I feel like, dude, people like really work hard for their money, man, and like they don't have to do that.
Nah.
They're taking extra steps to do that.
Totally.
Like, how could you not just be grateful? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's the thing, and you and I have talked about this before, but it's one of those things. Like, I've lived paycheck to paycheck,
right?
And there's and you know what? Once you know what that's like, and there's people that so all of a sudden you gave me 99 cents, you may be in the same boat. Like that means more to me than someone. If there was a millionaire that donated $20 to me versus someone who's struggling to make ends meet, giving me 50 cents. Oh, dude, that gas up is the same, if not more.
I still got my piggy bank right here. I still collect coins.
Dude, let's go.
Who are you gonna talk to?
Did you make that?
No, I bought this. I don't remember. Hell yeah, at the dollar store, bro.
Oh, it looks like it could have been made, bro.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Dude, I like that.
Little baseball. I put my little quarters in here. Listen,
Love it,
every penny counts,
bro. It does.
My chat knows, man. I've been saving every super chat for that new laptop.
Yeah.
And look, and more. Maybe one day we'll get a green screen. Maybe we'll get better lighting. Like, bro, like that is, I don't know where these people come from sometimes.
I agree.
If you're getting angry over a super chat, you not.
Yeah.
You're the streamers that I had problems with. Because I used to be a viewer before I was a streamer. And I'm telling you, like, I've done the donations where it was well received, and I've done the donations where I get jacked back.
Yeah.
No, it's at least say thank you. Give me a thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't even get that before, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
No. Yeah, it's like you would like donate, and then they just read your message like it's in chat. And that's right. as far as like, if you weren't watching the stream, if you were just listening to it, you wouldn't even know it was a donation message. You would think it was just being pulled from chat or something. So yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. It's just something where I just never expected it by any means. By no stretch of the imagination.
I had the also opposite effect where like people felt like it was too much, and it's like. It's like, again, first of all, you don't know their financial situation. I think it's kind of disrespectful to even assume.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like, don't even speak on it. However, again, be grateful if it's $1, be grateful if it's 100.
Yeah.
And just understand that, you know, and unfortunately, like, maybe this person felt like they had to explain themselves, but somebody made a big donut to me and they felt like, hey, look, they you know, I had a conversation with them. They were like, you know, just really don't think anything of it. He told me, you know, I put it on my Discord, but anyway, he was like, he said something to the effect of, you know, you just really made me feel something I never felt before. and I'm really grateful.
How cool
for
is
it.
that,
dude? I cried at least like I already cried on stream, but I'm gonna cry again. I gotta chill. I've been crying so much because people are so good to me, man. It's crazy.
Well,
and he's saying like, don't think anything of it. I literally just want to support your stream, and I was like, dude,
yeah,
I needed to hear that, and I think he needed to say that because sometimes people judge when it's too much, but it's like, bro, like you don't know who they are. They may really believe in you, and that's okay, guys.
Yeah,
that's okay. Yeah. I know one time VTice got a big donation, and you know what? Maybe that's because they really just believe in VTice, and that's okay. Right, that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing is, you don't know. And not that it matters. You never count someone else's money in any aspect, whether you're counting how low or counting how high it is.
Yeah,
either way, but you just like you don't know if it's 99 cents or if it's $99 or $9,999. You don't know what percentage of their income that they could even. Here, I'll give you another one too, dude. And I'm sure you're with me on this, but is so like memberships. Like all of a sudden, if you get a membership with me and you activate, like that's 7 months, that's 1 month, that's however much amount of time, a gifted membership or something, like you just budgeted your income for me. Whether it's, and I don't know what your membership ones are, but I think my number one is $199. Is it 99 cents or $199, whatever it is a month?
Same.
And it's like this person with this membership, level 1, 2, or 3, whatever it may be, they just budgeted their income every month for me. You know what I mean? And it's just like crazy to think, like the fact that you would take that far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, my God, I'm a monkey behind a camera. Do not do that for me. I do not deserve it. But
and I'm glad you get that, because I feel like some people, and like we talked about it, I think on the last podcast that you did with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people just want to like play video games and get paid for it.
Yeah,
it's much deeper than that, bro.
It is so much
deeper.
So much. Yeah.
Like I don't see how you could just sit here and expect something like that, man.
Yeah.
But then again, like we grew up differently. That's what I'm saying. Like,
true.
I don't know if we're projecting, but just like, well, I'm here. I heard it. I was reaffirmed it by someone who said like, hey, like you make me feel something I never felt before in the sense
completely.
Of like, and he couldn't even explain it. And I was like, I know what he's saying, because I've been in those streams. I've been donated. I've been that viewer who feels like, dude. And I don't know, like maybe like we just have an expectation of people.
Yeah.
Like help me out, V. I don't know how to rationalize it, because we can't expect everyone to be what we want them to be.
True. So I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing is, like there's some people where, and there's nothing wrong with this. There's some people where, I mean, we're just there for entertainment. We're just there because we're friendly to them, and they need something to do on a Thursday night, which there's nothing wrong with that. But then there's other people, for instance, I went back and watched my stream that you were in for a little bit yesterday, but it's towards the end of it. And there was a viewer in there that said, like, dude, I'm never going to miss another horror. And I missed it, which I feel terrible about. But what had happened, like people were talking about in the chat, but I was too busy screaming my face off, so I missed it. But he had to put a dog down yesterday.
Oh my.
So like that's and I don't know if you've ever been in that scenario. I have. It's like losing a family member. No one will ever convince me otherwise.
Yeah, it is.
But,
it is.
And
and not to help you add to that, you don't even really get over it. You just kind of learn to like.
It's true.
Move on, man.
Oh, I'll still get emotional thinking about that if you look back on it. Yeah. But it was, it was one of those things where it was just like, and I so regret. I can't check chat the rate I'd like to during the horror games, but it was just like, he kind of told everyone in chat, which good on the community, which your community would do the exact same thing. But they were like kind of consoling him and kind of helping out, like, dude, my condolences. I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. I'm really sorry. Sorry for your loss. And then, throughout the stream, it's just like, you know what? This is actually making my night a lot better. It's been a really tough day. You go back and read that. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
100%.
So, and I meant to shoot him a message just saying, hey, dude, I saw it. Number one, I'm terribly sorry I missed your message. I didn't mean to gloss it, because I'm sure, when he's saying that in the chat, I'm probably making some stupid joke, and so it's light of like, what's a serious situation in chat is I'm trying to make up a light situation during the gameplay. So I kind of botched that one a little bit, but I'm sure I know him fairly well. He'd be really understanding of it. But to hear stuff like that, and then like a personal experience was there was times, I'm trying to think, this would have been like in 2015, 16-ish. Where like mentally, I was going through it. It was like a lot of tough times, and we've all been there, right? Where it's just like, man, it feels like life just keeps on punching down on you. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I got through like with Markiplier videos and different content creators. And it's like those guys are so big, I could never thank them. Yeah. But it's like to know that like even just one person, you could have that same effect on them where you have a positive impact like that. Like that's everything.
Yeah.
Give me one of those.
Yes.
And that's more than I deserve, and that's more than I would ever expect. But it's crazy, dude. Yeah. It really truly is.
That's what it's all about right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people just see some guys playing games, and people are, nah, man.
Yeah.
You're not really understanding what's going on. If you really engaged in it, you would know this is much deeper than that, man.
Bro, it's one of those things. You and I wouldn't be playing Fall Guys if it wasn't for like half the time when I get on Fall Guys, as much as I do enjoy playing the game. But so it's to a point now. Maybe you feel similar. It's less me playing video games and people watching, and it is more. I can't wait to talk to. It's Tuesday. Yugi's not streaming. I might get to talk to Yugi today.
Yes.
And I don't want to single out any viewers, but it's just like I know viewer A is going to be there. I hope viewer B is going to be there. I can talk to them. I can ask how the day went. Oh, that's right. He had track meet this weekend. It's like all of a sudden, like you build this relationship, and it's it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know if you can call yourselves friends, but whatever that relationship is, I mean, it's very real. It's very real.
It feels like I'm the head of a second family a little bit.
Dude, legitimately going back to the parental of your channel. You're the parental
That's
figure.
why I say it's a kingdom. It's not a democracy, folks. Because sometimes I gotta drop it down for y'all because I'm a lot of control. But however, I do appreciate them nonetheless and love to hear what they have to say. But 100%, bro. Like it ain't about Fall Guys. Like as much as I love Fall Guys, I treat it as like a goofy little side game. Would I play it on my free time? I don't. Everyone knows this though. It's nothing new.
You think I'm playing horror games because I want to?
Right.
You know what I mean? You've seen it for yourself. Nah, he ain't loving it, but I think they like it. And at the end of the day, like it is funny and everything. And there's some personal gain there. I would be lying if I said I would do stuff that doesn't get some level of views, because and a big reason to that is I think even if you look at it selfishly, and you don't have to say this, I will, but for me is if I want to get to a point where I can do this full time, I got to put out shit people like.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You got to grow it because then we can add to the community and everything.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The kingdom's got to eat, bro. They got to.
It has to.
They support you. Yeah. You gotta give them a little something. You know what I mean? And maybe once in a while you can do your own thing or have a little thing, but. Yeah, I think it's more of a testament to your character, bro. Sure, I've seen creators like straight up say like, "I can't do this anymore. I'm just play what I want," and nobody watches them anymore, and that's why.
Right. Yeah, and like I feel for they get to that point, where it's just like I've hit my absolute end on this game or doing this, but I mean they'll get to the point where there's creators, and there's some that I fully understand. Tim the Tap Man, I watch a decent amount. He's too big to read everyone's chat.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's unrealistic to expect that from him. However. I thought of this the other day too. Do you ever fear the day? It's almost like a catch-22 double-edged sword. Mm-hmm. So hypothetically, let's fast forward. We'll talk about you for this one because I had this thought. So let's say 5, 10, 15, I don't know the timeline, years from now, you're sitting at whatever we want to say, 150,000 subs, and every live stream Yugi does, he's pulling 1,000 viewers, whatever the number may be. Because I almost fear the day where I can't get to the people that were there when I was at 900 subs, and I can't read their messages. And like, I almost hate that feeling.
Like you're literally suffering from success. Like
legitimately.
You know what's funny is that there was a clip of Markiplier. Funny enough, you mentioned him talking about it. Did you see this clip? He was.
I don't think I did. Is this recently?
He did an interview with what's his name. That dude, he's always interviewing somebody. Jimmy, I forgot his name, but
he did like Corpse Husband. He's a white dude with brown hair. Yep. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think he used to be a Smosh dude.
Maybe. He looks like a Smosh dude. I'll say that much. Yeah.
I gotta pull up that clip. That's the one.
I'll have to go watch that podcast
where he talks that. Let me see it. Maybe I could even pull up the short for you. We'll do it.
That'd be sick. Yeah,
I got you. Let me let's do this. Let me pull up. We'll react to it. So, because I think this is exactly what you're talking about. And I can share it to you right now.
But like, I think you would suffer from that as well. Because like, dude, like even where I'm at now, which is by no means like a super successful creator by no means, but like on a certain path of on somewhat the right path at least. But there's times where like you almost to a small extent, I almost missed those streams where I had 3 viewers and it was 3 of us just talking four of us just talking. You know what I mean? In there, where it was like we were struggling to pull a fourth to play Fall Guys Publix squads. I remember that. You know what I mean? You know, and it was one of those. And I remember it was one of them, and I'll shout him out. That was Callum, who's a mod, and I know you know Callum as well, but it was his idea to say, dude, let's just try custom. Let's just see what happens. I'm like, dude, we're not going to get to 10. There's no way. We're not going to get to 10. And we sat there and we waited for probably, I think the minimum was 10 then. Yeah. But we sat there and we waited for 20 minutes just talking, and we eventually got to 10. Like that was 9 other people took time out of their day to sit in that lobby and bullshit with me talking about sports or whatever's going on, you know, until we got 10. And then you just never forget that. Yeah. So
no, you can't. And I'm telling you, like, do I fear the day? I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know what I got to think about that when that time comes. I got to definitely like try to make some type of like, I guess, provisions or like steps I could take to where that does not happen, because I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen.
Because and I've thought about that too. And hey, what do you think of? I kind of get it when you're bigger, but let's like creators our size that pull similar viewers, because you and I are very similar. Mm-hmm. What do you think of viewers that have sub only mode in the chat? To a certain extent, I get it, but also, like, for instance, I feel, because I've gone on raids before, or I've done a raid only to find out that it's sub only chat.
And then that's awkward. Yeah.
It's awkward. And then it was like a 2-minute cooldown. You have to sub and then wait 2 minutes. And then, but like, I get it. Because like, dude, my most triumphant battle was defeating the sex bots in the chat.
That's why I did it. That's why I did it.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you had that. Do you still have that?
I did. I used to have it. I took it off now because it seems like YouTube's getting good with handling.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's the only reason why I did it.
And that's a valid reason. Yeah. And that's a totally valid reason.
And it used to be like a minute. I made it like as the lowest it could possibly be.
Sure.
That was literally it. Mm-hmm. My thoughts as to why they may do it. I can see both sides. I can kind of see why it's a little awkward for some people, because you gotta let's be honest, you do have to earn a sub.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally. So, yeah.
But at the same token, like, I can see why people get frustrated, because, you know, you would have to, it stops you from even being able to get to know the person so you could sub.
Totally.
I'm going to be more on the creator side. They can do whatever the heck they want if you don't like it. I mean, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It goes back to what you were talking about in terms of benefit of the doubt, you know, and just in people in general, and, you know, at least trying to be as positive with it as you can. A, and then B, if we pulled 100 different creators, why they have sub only mode on, we may get 100 different answers. Some of them is, if they were being honest, if we fed them some truth serum and they had to be honest, it's like, well, I thought it would increase my subs versus people coming in and playing and not subbing. A, or B, the Yugi601 approach, which was, we were fucking tired of these sex bots running rampant in the chat. It was annoying. And then like we'd be having good conversations in the chat, and then the sex bots come in, and then now it kills the conversation in chat. It kills the flow of chat. And then everyone's just talking about the sex bots again. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, that's just totally valid.
Totally valid. It's just borderline. It's just completely inappropropriate. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would rather. Like no one's thinking about that. Like, we're
HD Vid 6'9", and it was like peaches and what the hell is that vegetable? What's like the dick?
The eggplant.
The eggplant. Thank you. I couldn't pull eggplant out. Yeah, it's like those. It's like the watermarks. So it was very very flagrant, to say the least. So
it's a little too much. Like, everyone's real quick to make everything seem like it's a predatory thing. I'm not. I'm gonna always take the side of the creator on this, but
when in doubt,
like, I'm gonna assume that they mean well by it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, there's worse out there. Like, we got SunDrys out here live streaming replays. Bro. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, got me.
Got
me. It was like one of my first raids I ever did. I was like a fucking idiot, dude. It was awful. Right, for anyone that doesn't know this story, I think I've told this to Yugs before. I think we may have said it on the podcast, but for anyone that doesn't know this, there's Among Us, there's tons of different games, but Fall Guys specifically in this story, and the guy's name is SunDry. I will call him out. That's bullshit.
No, I don't care. Yeah, I'll
and he made look like a fool.
I don't know why anyone's afraid to. Like, bro, that's messed up. Yeah.
And like the title is, so it says live. Like, YouTube says that this channel is live. Mm-hmm. What you don't know is he has like 5 different lives going, Among Us, Fall Guys, whatever else, what other games. multiple Fall Guys games. I don't even know how he does it. And then I went in there. I thought it was another. I never came across them before, and I rated them when they were. And it was just like a rerun. It's just a rerun. Yeah. So, and like, dude, like, I can remember being like, oh my God, there's only 3 people in there. Let's go do like the right thing. Let's go be nice. Let's go gas. Hey, they can run customs, guys. Yeah, let's do this. Like, I'll even play with you. And you go in there, and then it's a rerun. Yeah. Or something. Yeah. It was devastating.
Yeah. It's absolutely devastating. He's probably still there to this day. It's so annoying.
I'm sure he is. Yeah. But I have no doubt whatsoever. But yeah, but like, so going back to it, I don't know if you have the clip ready.
I do. Yeah.
So let me
you go ahead. Share here real quick. So I saw this clip and I'm trying to find it. It was like, they said something like, this man is literally suffering for success. And I think Markiplier expressed how like, it's been so much more harder now to communicate with his original OGs. Let me see if this is it.
Just out of curiosity, I'll let you play it. No, go ahead. I was gonna say, was this potentially the clip where he talked about he received a letter and somebody had passed and he never got a chance to talk to them?
That might be it.
And maybe I watched part of this or something, but I need to watch this whole podcast because Markiplier he's something special, man. Yeah. He's very insightful.
Yes.
I like listening to him talk.
He seems genuine AF.
Well, and and he's just so genuine where, he'll tell you, I mean, he's genuine about his income. He'll be like, I mean, he might not say what it is, but he's like, I make an ungodly amount of money that I don't deserve. And then he talks about like why he deals with that, like what comes of it, and like dealing with like that. It's not like the, what's that? Never mind. You go ahead and play the clip.
No, you're good.
I can't pull the psychological term, but it's, what's it called? You may know this. The psychological term when it's a survivor's remorse. That's it.
Oh,
it's almost like that, where it's like, why
survivor's guilt?
Why did I make it but nobody else did to this level? And things like that he deals with.
Yeah, because I mean, I get it, man. Like, I feel I don't feel it maybe to that extent, but like when I get the type of support that I do, both financially or just enthusiastically with chat or like in my videos, I'm just like, man, like, I can't process it, but I try to. The only thing I know that I can do is be grateful. That's all that's the only thing I can think of right now.
That's all you can do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But let me see if this is it. Yeah. This is what we were touching on. Let's play it. Let's see.
My #1 most viewed video is Meow, which I hate. 350 million views.
You hate it?
I hate that it's so successful. I don't hate it. It's bullshit, and I knew it when I made it. But I made a big show. Watch that one 350 million times.
You have no idea how many people are inspired by Meow. Their entire lives are different because of it.
That's a bad future. That's a dark multiverse.
Yeah, I don't think that was.
Still a fire clip, though.
Yeah, I love it.
Still a fire clip.
Let me see. Maybe it was the unfair. I think there was one that it says like unfair wealth or something like that. That might
maybe. Let
me see. Let's.
Hey, special shout out to Markiplier. You know where he's from, Yugs?
No, Ohio.
Great state of Ohio, baby. He grew up in Ohio, baby.
Ohio gang.
Let's go, Ohio gang. Yeah, he grew up in Cincinnati.
That's W.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good people, man. Let me see. Maybe this was it.
You have an unfathomable amount of money.
Well, this may be it.
Yes.
You don't hear many people openly say that,
It's true. People know how many views I get. My channel has had 17 billion views.
17 billion
17 billion views in my channel.
It's like you, Yugs.
That's insane.
Yes! That's what I'm saying.
That's unfathomable. Like, absolutely unfathomable.
I know!
Especially when you get $1 per view.
Exactly.
You have an...
Okay. Let me see. Maybe it was... misses his community. Let me try that.
Yeah,
it was literally like
you're right. It was I've came up, dude. I don't want to make any false suggestions.
No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm so upset that I never saved it. I should have because It was such a good clip, man.
Well, that's what you could do if you do come across it, or if I do, I'll send it to you. Then you can maybe post it like in the description or something.
That chick, bro. I can't wear her.
What is it? Sorry. Oh, Amaranth.
I can't wear her.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like I said, I'm rarely on Twitch, Yugs. I'm rarely on Twitch, but when I am, no. Dude, isn't that crazy though? Yep. Isn't that crazy? Like everything that Twitch bans people for, but then they allow the hot tub streamers.
Dude, I can't.
Which is like. To be like, my issue is less allowing the hot tub streamers do you. I mean, if that content sells, go get your bag. I don't care. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. Is that your life? I don't fucking care. Yeah. But my issue then is when you ban other people for what I think most reasonable people would say is less, you know, or you don't give a reasoning at all.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's just it's whack, man. Like, I get that they have their ways of being. I get that, but it's like Like, make it clear. I understand, Agreed. Like, YouTube, let's be honest, like, YouTube's a little more, like, for lack of a better word, they're a little more professional about it.
True.
But if you're going to have that reputation of being professional, I would expect YouTube to let me know exactly what I violated.
Definitely.
So I can respect that. Yeah. And Twitch is just, it feels like, and for no other way to explain it, a very unprofessional, like, place to be in, because there's no way that there's been so many people that's been getting banned for reasons that they have no idea for. There was no reason why, and I know, I think a doc eventually did find out, but why did it take so long? Just so unprofessional.
Yeah, agreed.
Say what you want about Doc. The dude's a professional. He does deals. He works with big companies.
Yeah, that's his living.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, just to strip that away. Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing I think about, dude, and it breaks my heart to think about this, but Twitch or YouTube, let's go Twitch. So that made news because it's Dr. Disrespect. Now, what happens if VTice or Yugi601? Nobody even knows about it. No. How many times does that happen? And all of a sudden, you know, like Yugi601 is just on a constant trajectory upward, albeit maybe a little bit smaller. It's not like a viral boom per se, but he's growing, he's grinding, he's working his ass off, he's doing everything right. There's a mistake, or the channel gets shut down. You don't even know why. Yeah, and that's just it. You know, so everything you worked for is just down the shitter right there.
And you lose a potential amazing creator who gave up very good reason for people to go to your platform.
Yeah, totally. It's totally. Yeah. Hey, did you get that? When you were this was probably, I don't know, like a month ago, maybe. I was in your stream, and unfortunately, you got the view botted. Did you ever get that? And I remember you posted a picture like you were reaching out to YouTube and the Google community. Did they help you out with that? What was the solution for that?
I got you. Yeah, let me explain. So with that, what I did was I immediately went to Google support, talked to them, explained to them the situation. From what they told me, I saved the conversation, actually. I got to see.
Oh, did you?
I did, yeah. And what I got from it was that YouTube seems to know, as much as people don't think YouTube knows. Yeah. And it adjusts your viewership to what it should be and to what the like count actually should be as well. It just takes a little bit of time for it to like adjust.
Does it kill you in the algorithm?
So from what he said, no. And he said that it unfortunately is very common. There's no preventative thing for it, but it happens after. So,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. However, he said like he can understand that it's frustrating that it happens. It seems like there's no consequences for it, which is
that's good, as there shouldn't be.
Like consequences towards the people that do intentionally. I wish there was more. You know what I mean? But it seems to be what I understood from that conversation. It seems to be a non-priority for YouTube. Because they already have a system that detects it and will adjust your views post VOD. You know what I mean? Like once you're done and it's a VOD, they will adjust it then.
So
I don't know. I don't know.
Knock on wood. I've been fortunate enough. It has not happened to me, but I know it's happened to you. Obviously, I saw that. I know it's happened to Brokules as well. I can't speak for anybody else. Did you get subs from that? Or is it just views and likes?
So I just got views and likes, but it wouldn't surprise me if these guys can like make it to where they sub too, because it's pretty elaborate, man. Like I almost forgot how crazy elaborate these things are.
Really?
Because it's like the one that I saw that I looked up that I found online, like these things are crazy, man. They'll chat, You know what I mean? Like they'll gradually give you followers on Twitch, which I think a lot of them do, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that like some dudes with like 14 plus, K followers are only getting 15 people watching.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And vice and the other way around. I've seen people that are legit that have like 14K views and they get like 200-300 viewers a stream. So it's like, I know I've seen it before. I know what I'm saying is true.
Right.
So it's just like, I'm trying to do this with integrity and as honest as possible. I want people to watch because they want to watch. So I felt the need to like say something. Yeah. But it seems like I didn't have to.
Right.
I still would. I still would. Just, I feel like, unspoken mouth won't get fed, man. You got to say something.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. So in the future, so this is both for me and then anyone else who ever encounters this. So I remember that day pretty clearly, actually. You were running like Fortnite customs and I was just in there kind of watching, just dicking around. Yeah. Yeah. And then, so for anyone that doesn't know, by the way, like, so view buying, and maybe you could explain this better than I can, but my understanding is some user who's watching it, they just pump in and all of a sudden, you go from whatever, 20 viewers to 500, 300, somewhere in there. And then all these likes get put on there as well. And then everyone's like, but like no one's talking in chat either. Like it wasn't like an increase, like because you could have thought it could have just been like, by the grace of God, you got like a mega raid from somebody. So it's plausible. But it just like if it walks like a duck and acts like a duck and quacks like whatever, it's probably a duck. And it just it doesn't quite feel right.
Yeah.
And then so the thought was, at least before you had that conversation, that it kills you in the algorithm. So then whatever you post next, your live streams, your VODs, your shorts, doesn't get pumped out to anybody because they think that you're botting yourself just to increase, and then YouTube punishes you. Although what you're telling me is that it seems like that might not totally be the case.
Yeah. It seems like they have a system in place to detect when it is being view bots, because I think it can show, because YouTube's analytics are pretty good, so it'll see like how long they watched, what they did exactly, so they'll know like, all right, this is most likely a bot. But in terms of like, if it hurts you as a creator because of that system that's in place, no. Yeah. But I wish that there was something we could do so that it doesn't happen to begin with. I don't know. It seems like one of those like unfortunate things that you can't really do anything about. Yeah. Right. But it does make me question a lot of the big streamers. No offense to them.
Agreed.
It makes me think like our chat is pretty crazy sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
Like, dude, we don't get that many views, dog, and our chat is crazy. So I'll be seeing some chats. Like, are they all lurking? Are they all just watching? Yeah. I don't know, man.
Exactly. It does. It makes you wonder. But then I go back to is like, I just wonder, like some channels, is it plausible you just had a couple of shorts pop? Right. Doesn't mean, and there's a difference between building a community offline versus online. You know what I mean? So is it plausible you had a couple bangers go viral, you got a ton of subs from them, so all of a sudden, there's some in. I've seen some creators where it's like they have over 300,000 K, but they pull the same numbers you and I do. And I'm just like, okay, so like, did you hit the eject button on what was working? You couldn't do it anymore? Because there's probably a story for it though, and probably a legitimate one. But then, because I mean, like, I saw a video one time on YouTube, bro. It was something to the effect of an instructional tutorial about how to bot your IG likes and followers or Twitter. All of a sudden, because whatever that threshold is, if you're at 15K, all of a sudden, G Fuel, all of a sudden, whatever sponsorships, they'll come calling. Yep. Because one of your posts, here's what we'll pay for it. And that's like how they make a living. Yeah. Yeah. Not the most morally acceptable, but it works, unfortunately.
Yeah. It works, like I've been trying to, I've been trying to rationalize that. And I don't know. I just refuse to like do it outside of a way that's with integrity, because you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate raids. I appreciate guys who come in and maybe drop a sub, but like, I want you to stay. So I kind of don't want you to do that. You know what I mean? Like, like, cause I've had a pretty, I'll say a pretty decently sized Fall Guys content creator say, I just really don't want to shout Yugi out. And I'm like, I actually kind of really don't want you to though. That's the thing. Like, that's okay. Like, we're on the same page. Like, I actually don't want you to. Yeah. I want people to, because don't expect the type of content that person does. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yugi's content is very, very Yugi. His content is very, very him. I'm not gonna say his name, but I actually thought that was cool. I was like,
it's an interesting take.
Yeah,
that's an interesting
I know. It sounds like because I mean, I earned everything I got, bro. I moved out when I was 18. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna hurt my feelings,
right?
But at the same token, I actually am glad that there is a little bit of gatekeeping because I don't want people to sub to me and then just not watch my stuff.
Because at that point,
because to me that's kind of embarrassing. Like you got 300K subs, but it may be benefited out. Maybe it is one of them shorts that blew up, and good on you. Now maybe you gotta like maybe cultivate a community if you decide to go live. Because some people they got a lot of subs, but they just don't have a community. You know what I mean?
Right, 100%. I mean, it's
orphans.
It's
like
true.
They just got no parent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Dad's here now. What are we gonna do?
Right. Yeah. Seriously.
I've seen that with what's his name? Dane Cook. He started streaming on Twitch.
Yep.
He ain't got no community, but he's famous.
Right. Exactly.
He's a famous comedian, but
his
viewership ain't that good.
It's good for the initial pool, but to be honest, that's almost a recipe for disaster in my mind because, and we talked about this when the first time we did the podcast together, but. If I woke up to, because I think you referenced like Mr. Beast's cousin or like a relative or something or buddy or something like that, and maybe you feel the same way. If I pulled 100 viewers on my first ever live stream, nobody would be back.
Right.
Nobody. And I wouldn't, and they shouldn't be. And I like if I watched my live stream as an outsider, I would be like, yeah, I ain't watching that fucking dude. You know what I mean? Like it's trash. He doesn't know what he's doing. He can't read chat at the same time. Like, there's such a skill set you have to learn. Is the organic growth is the only way to do it, in my opinion. There is overnight success, but I think the overnight success only works if you have a great product.
Yes.
Like, so like if Mr. Beast, because I mean, how many different things did Mr. Beast try? He tried Minecraft, didn't work. I mean, that motherfucker tried counting to 100,000 on a video. He was doing, and like, sure, it worked, but it wasn't until what he's doing now. Whereas, but like, you don't have the means to, except for that with that growth.
Dude, so I've been fascinated with this man. So I was watching his channel. I was scrolling through his videos, just looking, seeing the man behind the legend, you know?
Yeah.
And he was just like doing COD videos, man. Like just little commentaries. Just talking about like how much he got off AdSense. He made like $100 off 75,000 views. Yeah. And the only thing I thought was, wow, how blessed am I? I'm making Mr. Beast. He had to like really earn his $100 in AdSense. And I got dudes over here just donating to help me get to, get a new laptop. Like, that's crazy. Like, literally. The era of YouTube now is just, it's amazing.
It's true. Like, I wonder what do you think back in his time when he was like at that point or even sooner, like Markiplier, PewDiePie, when those guys started to blow up, what do you was the income per, what is that, like the CPM or the RPM, the revenue per like 1,000 views? Do you think it was higher then or lower?
It seems like it almost like didn't change, bro.
You think so? Yeah, I have no idea.
75,000 views, $100. I mean, that's pretty freaking good though. Like, I already passed that amount of views and I didn't get that much in AdSense.
I was gonna say,
be worse, but I don't. But most of those are shorts views, so I don't know if there's a because remember, shorts weren't monetized for a long time. So it's like views kind of like really don't mean shit. Like, it kind of really
to a certain extent. It's like it's kind of like the would you rather have $1,000 or 1,000 subs, like loyal subs? Give me the 1,000 loyal subs every day of the week because that's going to pay dividends in the long run. Like, would you rather have a ton of views or a community? Give me the community.
Absolutely.
10 times out of 10, twice on Sundays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a super interesting point and kind of something to kind of think through a little bit. But I'm curious if that clicks per 1,000 views has changed much. You're probably right. Probably not much, but I'm not sure.
Like it was different monetization. YouTube obviously wasn't as big at the time when he started, and also like I can't really. It's so hard to gauge because most of my views come from shorts. But it seems like it's about the same, or if not worse. It's
interesting.
Because when I check my stuff, it seems like it's not even anywhere near that much. Which I know everyone talked about, like Adpocalypse and how YouTube's changed multiple times, and I think that part is true. That's why I'm telling you, donos just carry so much. They carry so hard.
They really do.
It's almost like mind blowing that people don't stream as much as they probably should, but
it's true.
It's not for everybody. I get it.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Sometimes I wonder about that. Do you feel as though for you to get to the next level, so let's say just in this scenario, next level is you're doing this full-time content creation. Do you feel as though to get there, it's the steady growth between shorts and live streaming, what you're doing, build that community up, kind of keep that going? Or do you think you have to reach another level, like go Super Saiyan 2 almost, and get to like where you're doing more long form video that hits now? So then that drives in that much more traffic. Because I've thought about that. I don't know what the answer is. I'm curious your thoughts on it though.
It seems like what I know for certain, and I haven't been doing it. This is why I'm doing the podcast now, is that content is what really drives.
Yeah, I agree.
It's content.
I agree.
Live streams is more like a like if I were to put it into a garden, like videos would be like what plant the seed, like the important seeds. And live streaming is like just upkeep of your garden. Like
that's a good way to put it, actually. And it's like keeping that rapport with the community kind of thing.
It's like upkeep. Hey, how's everybody doing? And then shorts is just promotion, like getting it out there. Yeah,
and then like to your point too is I think I think, and we're both doing the same thing, but I think the right answer is, and not that anyone should listen to me because what do I know?
Yeah,
but
what do we know? Yeah.
The live stream you do, there's your content that you pull your content from the live stream. Like you're not going live just to go live. You're trying to get some content out of that while you're at it. Like now you can make VODs out of it.
That was the advice that I was given. Like you should pretend like you're making a video while you're doing that. Record clips and push that out. Yeah.
Are you familiar with pipeline.gg?
No, talk to me.
It's a company that is tailored. I cannot remember the other co-founder, but one of them, Stone Mountain. 64. Dude, I talked to him.
No,
I talked to him. I swear on my life. And nobody has gassed this up but you. I was so excited. I told chat, nobody cared. Told my roommate, he didn't give a shit.
Stone Mountain is the man, dude. That's the battlefield, dude. We're going down.
That's the one. Commanding officer.
Yeah, commanding officer.
That's the one.
Oh, those videos are timeless.
So I subscribe to their kind of like it's a website that's tailored just to help you in terms of a content creator, both streaming and VODs and things beyond that. And so like they do like, and like you get like added to their Discord and stuff, and they do like online webinars, and then they'll stick around and talk for a little bit after if they have time. So I talked to him, and then Czar as well, TSAR or TZAR, one or the other. I don't know if you're familiar. He's more of like a FIFA, I think Call of Duty guy, but he's over like 1 point whatever mil.
Does he? He don't live in the US, right?
I think he lives in Canada now, but he's from Russia originally. He was a prison guard, now full-time content creator.
My man. Nah, okay. I was gonna say I think I know him. I thought he was a Swedish boy, but I must be thinking of somebody else.
Maybe, maybe. But yeah, I talked to both of them after. Like they did like a little Q&A after, so I was so nervous. Yeah. But anyways,
dude, Stone Mountain is so good. He earned all his success,
dude.
Bro.
He did. He really every last bit of it.
That was like Facebook era, because I remember seeing his video on the Facebook, and I was like, this is so cool.
Did you ever consider streaming on Facebook?
I know.
I never did either.
No, dude, but I know that's where it's at.
Yeah, and I said this in that same webinar actually, but I was like afraid of like more people seeing my content than I wanted them to.
Right.
But that's the thing is like I'm kind of doing. I was planning on doing this totally unbeknownst to friends, family, anybody. Still family of the case. Friends now are aware and have found out. And the way they found out was I was streaming Among Us with them, and I talked to chat but didn't mute myself. And they were like, "That was what did he just say? Huh?" And then they found me out. Yeah, that way. So
like, thank you for subscribing. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Thank you for the 50 grand dono. Oh my god, right? But yeah, so that was kind of how they figured that out. I was going toward that pipeline, but I lost it. I apologize.
No, maybe they gave you a piece. No, we were talking about like what would be the best approach to growth. Like, what's the next level? You talked to Stone Mountain. I guess he gave you some advice.
Yeah, I can't remember the question. It was one of those, dude. It's like when you meet like a celebrity, and like I don't know if you get this way, but like it's almost like when you like I was like so like with like a head rush.
Yeah,
like, I can't remember like what I asked or what I wrote it down in my notes somewhere.
Yeah, the only celeb I met was Kim K. That was interesting.
No way. Yeah. How did that go? Did you ask about Ray J? What did you say? What does one say in that moment?
Dude, people are savages, bro. No, so I was in the Marine Corps at the time, and my sergeant.
Thank you for your service, by the way.
Don't worry about it, man. It's cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you, though.
Yeah,
it was the sergeant who was with us. He was cool, I guess, with Kanye and Kim. So she flew down. That's why I kind of don't like. I don't hate her as much because she's like actually.
I don't hate her.
Yeah.
She's actually done a lot of good work. She's helped get like prisoners exonerated and stuff.
Yeah. Like she's actually kind of dope. I was like, I don't see. I think people just hate to hate, but
I agree.
I get it. You know, people are people, but yeah, she was cool, man. I just said, hey, what's up? It's good to see you. My Sarge told me about you. She's like, oh, okay, it's nice to see you. And then
how about that?
Yeah. And then
were you like just like shell shocked?
It felt fake.
Yeah,
I was like, This is kind of crazy. This is really her.
I bet.
And yeah, he was like, you know, I was like thinking, I was about to say, can I get a picture? And then she just got flooded by people.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah, she couldn't even like do anything.
Right.
So everybody was like taking pics and stuff, and then the conversation ended quickly because everyone was just surrounding her, and she had to leave in like 30-ish minutes. So it wasn't a long interaction.
It's still sick though.
Yeah. It was, you know, she was nice and everything, and it was very interesting.
There was one time, I'll tell you a funny story. So this name won't mean anything to you and most viewers, but it was a big deal in Columbus, Ohio, because there was a guy that played basketball at Ohio State by the name of Evan Turner.
Okay.
And he was former National Player of the Year, went to the NBA and played and everything. And I can't remember what year this would have been. But anyways, I had too much to drink. I was running the bar scene down in Columbus. I had too much to drink. Shocker. I know, you look stunned, Yugs, as I say that. And somebody had bought 2 tequila shots for everybody, and I was already past that point. I couldn't do it, and I get a weak stomach once I get past point B. And so I went tequila shot, and then I knew I had to throw up right then and there. I knew I had to throw up, so I ran out of the bar into like one of those like trash cans that's like molded into the cement, and I was puking into it with people walking by. And he walked by and he just goes, "Bro, you're having a great night, man." Dabbed me up, and that was the end of it. Kept walking. And my boy came out and was like, "That was Evan Turner, dude. Are you kidding me?" So I met a celebrity that way.
That's
much more embarrassing than yours. Yeah, yours is like a hero story. You're like saving the country, and then there's me throwing up into a trash can. Thanks for your service, by the way. Yeah, this is how I'm using it. Yeah, my freedom ring. So you can keep ripping off tequila shots.
He was probably doing the same. He was probably chilling. Man.
Yeah,
that's dope.
bro.
That's dope.
Yeah, 100%. So. I think we're just talking about when do you go from this to this? You know what I mean?
It's hard to say.
Is there a threshold? I don't know what the answer is.
It's 100% content though. Like in my opinion, like what do I know? You know what I mean? But I think people's content really pushes them. I think that's why like some of the biggest streamers, at least like in Fall Guys, are the biggest streamers. It's not because of their streams; it's because of their content.
Agreed.
At least in our space.
Do you ever like scour? I've done this before because like what I keep telling myself is there's at some point, it hasn't come yet, but at some point there's going to be the next Fortnite. There's going to be the next Apex. There's going to be the next Fall Guys.
Right.
I'll just scour new and upcoming, like Among Us, even like new and upcoming games, whether they be free or not. Do you ever do that and just like consider not jumping ship? But it's just like, let's try this new game that just dropped, everybody. And then if you roll that dice and it's correct, if you play that game of blackjack and it's, you know, you hit 21, then all of a sudden you're one of the earliest creators pumping out content, doing streams on it. You could then not own that space, but you could be one of the biggest in that space, be one of the first one to claim stake. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever do that, or do you ever think about that?
So I think I can see where you're coming with that, because I feel like that was kind of what I ended up falling into with Fall Guys. Like, hey, maybe I can be one of the guys that's known here.
Same.
Right?
Same. So, yeah. You saw a market. Yeah.
Right. As for scouring, yeah, I thought about it a couple times. Like, I haven't seen anything that really like intrigued me though. Unfortunately,
me neither.
There's not a lot of innovation coming out lately.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, I don't know if like you and I sound like two old guys saying this, but I felt like if you go, like even when Fortnite came out, like beyond that, there was constantly new games people were playing. Like, I don't know when Rocket League dropped, but like Rocket League's been around for centuries, still going strong. Fortnite, Fall Guys, Apex, Warzone. I don't think I can't think of anything. It's like bringing my stutter out. I don't know what's going to be next, or I can't think of many things that have been next since this. Like, it feels like we're almost in like a dry spell.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's why I've been playing single player games, because I feel like
Yeah.
Those are good times because, you know, those topics are relevant at the time. So in Google search algorithms, maybe my videos would pop up when those new games do come out, so they can see that. Like single player games, you know, the people that play single player games, they've been eating good. But multiplayer style games, it's not really a lot of good stuff.
To be honest, just in terms of my content, I don't know if I do great in the space where it's, hey, come watch me play. The horror games is one thing, but we know what that comes with that, right? Is like, cause like I'm not gonna drop into Warzone. I'm not gonna give you 25 kills. I can give you some funny one-liners here and there. Yeah. So that's why, you know, a space that I've wanted to get into, and this is not to put you on the spot, but we've talked about it a little bit, but it's almost just like collabing. Like if all of a sudden we can have two people now, it's easier for me to play. What would we even call this? A game that people watch versus a game that people play with you. If I'm doing it with somebody else, because then it could be better content. Like if, like, you know, we've talked about it. You, me, Cam, and we'll try to find a fourth, or we'll get a fourth, like for a horror game sometime. Or you and me, or me and Cam, or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
On like a horror game, is all of a sudden there's that much more content because now you have interaction with another person versus just you trying to talk to yourself, or just like, okay, let me go check up in the crow's nest and see if I can snipe somebody.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's what I explained to Super Rocker too. I was trying to tell him that
we get Rock as our fourth.
Absolutely. I was trying to explain to him, like, if someone's scrolling through the game, like let's say, you know, I don't know, Warzone 3 drops tomorrow.
Yeah.
If me, you, let's say Cameron and Rock are all playing, that's 4 times likely all of us get discovered. You see my point?
Yeah, bro.
That's something that a lot of people seem to not like get. 100%. That's what I'm saying. This is why collabs are so huge.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing a game, even if it's small and nobody's playing it, if somebody so happens to see that live, that's 2 lives potentially.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
If it's 4, 100%. That's 4 lives being pushed potentially in the algorithm, because there's been multiple times I'll be watching a video, I don't like press the skip, you know, and kind of like auto goes, and then it sends me to a live that I had no idea about. Right. So there's 4 times likely that someone might meet, you know, might go through Cam and be like, yo, VTice is kind of funny. Let me go check him out. Oh, I like this guy. Let me go check him out. Right. You know, I like what's Rock about. And then that's 4 times likely. So that's what I'm saying. It's only beneficial to. And I'm down to do it with anyone. Like, I mean, I just haven't, like, because my idea that I came to Rock with was a challenge in a single player game. But like you said, I think I can completely understand what you're saying, in that instead of just saying, come watch me play and my friend. And by the way, we're competing to see, I don't know. Yeah. It was a great idea, dude. I really do like it. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing Thursday, by the way? Same thing. We're going to continue it. I wanted to. How close are you guys? So I think it's 16 chapters. I think I'm on chapter 10. What's Rock on? I think he's about the same. He just got to where I'm at. And I told him, I was like, you want to keep going? Like, the game's kind of dead now. Like, we may have to with that, and we may have to invoke a mercy rule at some point. I think he's he wanted to give up, but we convinced him not to, because I'm a big fan of like finishing what you start. Yeah. But at the same time, like, you know, the game really isn't as big as it once was, but you can't think that way. Like, I guess you gotta, like, it's better to make something than nothing. So I agree. But to your point, in the world of content creation, it's like, if it's not working, it's not working. You know what I mean? Like, it's not so much finish what we started, because in the grand scheme of things, it's not like you're quitting content creation. You're just, okay, this avenue, I think it ran its course, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I still take the opportunity. Like, one of the things I've been doing, like, either before or after the stream, I'll react to like some memes. I'll make a joke. I like when you do that. That's funny. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm still making content. So it's not a complete like L in terms of like what's relevant. Discord's always going to be relevant, so I'm always going to you know, react to some memes there. Right. Or react to some videos or something. Right. You know? Have you had Rock on your podcast yet? No, I wanted to save until we finished the challenge. Love it. Yeah. So I didn't think so. You know, he's an interesting, because I'd like to have him on mine as well one of these days, because where I want to pick his, well, number one, he's like the nicest guy ever. Very. But number two, he does this thing. There was one time I was watching, I'm not gonna flame him too much, but he's one of our boys, so I can take a little bit of a cheap shot at him here. Absolutely. He was playing Five Nights at Freddy's, like 3. It was like the all like God mode, death mode, or something like that. Whoops. And
chat was pissing him off because they were distracting him. And it was just like, it's like an impossible challenge if he was trying to do it.
Yeah.
And Rock's so nice, he didn't want to swear. So he would be like, man, so what the are all y'all doing, man? What the are all y'all doing? And I was dying laughing. Like, I hate seeing him go through that, but like seeing him too nice to say the F word just had me absolutely rolling. But I would love to talk to him because anytime you're in his stream, he talks about like how passionate he is about being a variety streamer. And I respect that so much. Dude, I really do. And I'm trying to get closer to him.
He clings onto that, dude, like a rosary, bro.
He does. He does.
Not playing.
And I respect that so much. But I mean, in terms of like your thoughts on it, for me, I'll say what I'm doing, and then I'll kind of get your thoughts with the increasing variety. Is I'm doing like one at a time, and I see how it plays. Like, had I done that chess stream and there's nobody in there and nobody wants to see it, we would have been done with chess. But actually, like, you meet like new people out of the community, and people will come back the next day. Hey, when are you doing chess again? It's like, oh, W. Like, okay, yeah, you actually want to play again? Because they enjoy smashing me in chess, but that's besides the point. But so then it's like, okay, now we might add one more game on like a different day or something. So like, what about you though? Because I mean, like you kind of do like Thursdays, but then you're doing like Friday through Sunday is kind of Fall Guys. No, correct me if I'm wrong. For now. And then you did Fortnite. We talked about that not too long ago. But I can't remember what day of the week that was. I think, but like in terms of your schedule, like so talking about your schedule and what games you're doing.
Sure. So for now, like, I've been playing Fall Guys in the weekend, but I'm gonna pull it up actually. There's been a couple of days, man, where I tried a couple single player games, like, but my thing is, I think you gotta like kind of what you said, like see what happens, see what they say, see how they feel about it, but give them a reason to watch is my philosophy. Like, what exactly is why should I watch this? And that's where I kind of like think of a challenge.
Sure.
So like that's when smart. I like the last one I did was crazy. I'm probably just gonna make it $1 next time, but I called it.
I saw this. I did see this. Yeah.
So
you had to take out a loan for that or what, bro? I mean,
I was dedicated at that point.
Yeah,
so
you were.
Fine. I saved up, but I was like, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. And with that came certain people who were really tuning in to see, or they'll come back and watch. I personally wouldn't watch someone just play a game just to play unless I was gonna like buy that game. I've done that a couple times.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like if I was gonna buy a game and I'm curious about it, I'll go to a Twitch stream real quick and check it out. See, now I just watch YouTube, but I would go to a YouTube stream and like kind of see like the first couple hours of it, see what they're saying, ask them in chat, hey, do you like this game? And they'll give me their opinions on it, first impressions. But that outside of that, I'm not sticking around. Right. So I'm trying to come up with more reasons for people to stick around. It's hard. You got to get really creative.
It is. You do.
I'm trying to lose some weight because I want to do a challenge that's going to be funny. I'll tell you first. I'll tell everyone here first.
Sure. I was going to say, you don't have to say it if you don't want to.
No, I will. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to, I want to do challenges where like I the more I die, the more I become like a certain type of character.
Ooh, okay. And you're going to do Thor. Let's go.
Yeah, that ain't never gonna happen. If
you're already there, bro. What do you mean you're already Thor?
Yeah, okay. But it'd be cool if I could like look the part, like maybe like dress the part. You know what I mean? So like, let's say for example, like if a John Wick game were to ever come out, hopefully it does. It'll be like the more I die, the more I become John Wick. So I'll start off with like a collared shirt, and then by the end of the stream, I look like John Wick, even though I'd more look like Juan Wick.
Sure. Well, you're the in Espanol translation version. You know what I'm saying? So you're good. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like that would be cool. Like, so I'm trying to come up with more
ways. Oh, dude, we should do a weight loss challenge, you and me. I don't know how you want to do it or what the stakes are. We could do like 1 or 2 gifted subs or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll text about that. We'll figure that out. Yeah. So
I was gonna get my members involved and do something like that.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Well, if you want to do your thing with the channel, that's totally fine. But we can kind of kick around some different ideas for it and everything.
Mix it in because
100%.
I definitely gotta start getting on that. You gotta take care of yourself. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I've been getting a little too like. I guess I'm just super excited. I gotta learn to slow down and just take time for yourself and take care of yourself.
It's one of those things. Like I can remember, like there was a triangle and it says you can only pick 2, and this is not related to content creation, but we'll tie it into it, right? And it was social life, sleep, and like school or something like that, right? It's like you can pick 2 out of the 3. Because I get what you're saying. Like when I first started, there was times where I had work the next day. I had to get up early, and I'd be laying in bed until 3 a.m, just writing down random ideas, what I could do on the channel and stuff. You know, like and there is, and it's not bad to have a level of obsession about it, but at the same time, it becomes kind of a problem, at least for me, if it starts affecting like your actual income to pay the bills. Yeah. Right. Because now it's like you're at work and you're just not your best and you're tired and stuff, you know, and like, but it's hard because you are passionate about it and you're excited about where it could go. And like in the world of content creation, I mean, there's like, you know, sleep, you know, your personal life, your fitness, and then content creation itself. And I'm sure we could name out some more that you have to kind of weigh. And like for you is like, you know, your wife and family and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, you know, it's hard because like, so where do you make the sacrifice at? You know what I mean?
Something has to go. And I don't think and that's when I started kind of like really thinking about it today. I was like, I don't really think the viewers would appreciate if I don't take care of myself.
Dude, I never
got the impression that they would be like wanting me to, you know, sacrifice my health for this. So
totally. No, 100%. And
I'm not trying to save the world here, but I should at least hop on the treadmill maybe a couple more times.
Doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? You know, and like, well, that's the thing is like, it's easy to fall into that vortex of, okay, one more game. Stream now goes an hour and a half, 2-3 hours longer. Now I'm eating, okay, well, I don't have time to cook before bed, so let me order DoorDash real quick. So now I'm eating trash food. I go to bed late. I don't want to wake up and go to the gym before work. I'm tired at work. Like I mean, you can get in this negative feedback loop. It's very easy to do. It's hard to get yourself out of it, too.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, there was one thing. We brought this up earlier. I really want to get your thoughts on because this is something that I really struggled with. I don't know if you did quite as much, but maybe someone else down the road may have an issue with this. Did you struggle before turning the face cam on? Like mentally,
in terms of like being nervous or something?
Yeah, so like that, just like what people will say. Do I meet their expectations? Because like for you had an audience when you turned yours on. I didn't, but I still struggled, and I think it was like a self like self-image thing almost. And I was like, I don't know. It's just like it wasn't so much like to get roasted or anything. Because like for me, it's like if you roast me, that's free content for me. I appreciate it. Send it.
Yeah, I made a comment to somebody, like, not to cut you off, but I made a comment about that, but remind me after you're done. Hold on.
I was just going to say something to the effect of, I mean, maybe part of it was, well, now, like, someone can find me. Like, now they know what I look like. And this is something I know for a fact you and I share is people will ask what my birthday is, and I just say June. And I leave it at that. And I'm not going to do a birthday stream because I'm going to try to give out as little information as I can about my personal life.
Perfectly reasonable.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, you go ahead.
Yeah, like, really want to make sure I'm saying this right.
Oh, you're good. Dude,
the editing.
By the way, dude, good fucking luck with the timestamps on this. We have bounced around so much, and I apologize. I know the timestamps pain.
I
get it, bro. I get it, so I apologize.
Bro, don't. I love this shit. I love this shit.
100%, man. 100%.
I will sit here and I will timestamp it all. I love this shit. I love this shit. I think, so I honestly, bro, like now that I'm really thinking about it, like the biggest thing that bothered me, well, with terms with like personal safety, I completely understand that. You know I do. You know what I mean? Like we talked about that. I kind of just learned to accept that life is what it is, and I can't, like, I'm not going to be able to ascend without it. Like there's just no way. Like I got to understand my place on the algorithm here. Like I'm not, wasn't like a short of mine popped up and now I'm face revealing. Like I gotta earn these freaking subs, man. So I gotta use every like tool I possibly can. So I think that way greater maybe than to what would have come after, like in terms of like safety concerns. Like I don't know, man. Like that stuff, it bothers me a little more now that I'm, you know, like I'm married. So I gotta like think of her more than anything.
It's true.
But for me myself, man, like listen, man, like you're not gonna. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, I get like people mess with you and harass you, but I'm trying to like show that if you're really doing this to like me, like you're gonna kind of look like the douche, man. Like, let's be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not out here trying to hurt anyone. I'm not out here trying to, you know, I'm not saying I'm a great person, but I'm trying to be as decent as I possibly can.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
you know, if somebody really wants to like do that, like that's fine. But I'm fully capable of like handling that. I think you need a it's a more of a mental thing, because I feel like if you get easily spooked, if you get easily like scared of these types of stuff, I can see how it would bother. So there's a little bit of mental tenacity there.
Yeah.
The biggest like problem that really came out of it, you know, because I was able to like divorce the whole like fear thing.
Yeah.
I was able to get rid of that because like, like I said, I'm not too like concerned about that, to be honest with you. Like, you know, my life is in God's hands, so whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
But was definitely the self-image thing, because somebody said, I remember they were like, you know, I really hope you're good looking, and I was like, see, like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, why would you like? Look, they're probably young, so I don't think they know what they're saying. But like, what if I wasn't? What if, you know what I mean? Like,
luckily for you, you're a dime. But
thank you. You too.
Right. Yeah.
But what if, you know what I mean? Like, what if I did have like a defect or a disability?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I feel for those people, man, and like the fact that, you know, that's a big thing.
It's
a big thing, and I think it's only the world that kind of like makes that though. Like, that's a human being, bro. Like, you kind of
100%.
You know what I mean? You gotta watch yourself here, man. Like, they're putting themselves out there. Like,
yeah,
people are already bullies. People are already mean. Like, I don't want anything to do with that type. If you're that type of person, like, I don't want anything to do with it.
We'll be seeing you.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. I want anyone to be able to come out and say, "Hey, friends," and that's what touched me about, you know, this guy Hawaiian Rifleman. Like, huge supporter, man. This dude like blew bombs in my chat.
Really?
I went to hit, oh, dude, it was crazy.
Wait, I think I might have. I don't know if I tuned in, but I think I saw that actually.
Yeah, I screenshotted it. Right? It was crazy.
Oh, maybe that might have been where I saw.
That's
it from.
what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I went to his stream, you know, and like he said, like I made him feel like something that he's never seen anywhere else before. That's what it's about. It's not about my face. It's not about what I look like. That's what it's about. But if this is a good way for me to like communicate, so you can see that, like, you know, there's like, I got fire in my eyes for this stuff. I want to show it, you know, so.
Totally.
Yeah, that's, but I can see the safety thing being a big issue. I mean,
it's one of those things. I don't know where the line is drawn. I don't think birthday is the line. It's almost like one of those where it's like, if you're going to miss short of the mark versus miss long, right? Like, I don't think first name is the mark. You know, for instance, Cameron Gaming, can you guess what his first name is? You know what I'm saying? Right. And like, he's fine and everything. He shares his birthday, but I just feel like it's almost like, it's almost just like almost like being extra protective, because once that toothpaste is out of the tube, it
will be. It's not out. Even, you know, like, let's be real, V. Like, between us and everyone watching, like, if you're even at this point in the video, you're a goat. But
facts.
Like, it's going to happen. It's now. It's not if, it's when, and when it does, like, you know, have the proper steps taken to make sure that you're mentally prepared, because I think it's more mental than it is physical. Because a lot of, like, let's say these death threats that come out, they're empty threats, dude. Like, nobody's really about it. Like, you know what I mean? People have given me death threats to my face before. If you really about it, you know where I'm at, dude. Like, if someone really wants to do something, you're
probably not gonna like talk about it,
right? And on top of that, like, it's kind of hard to prevent. Let's be honest. If someone's dead set on doing something, you have to personally be prepared yourself. That's why I'm such an advocate of self-defense. That's why I talked about it in the Sneeko video. Like,
agreed.
Look how, you're telling people who want to hurt you that you have a gun. Why would you do that?
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying
you don't give them the advantage.
Don't let them know you're walking with what you're walking around about. I'm not saying you're having an enthusiastic conversation with someone about guns.
Right.
But what I am saying is you're not gonna know.
Right.
You're gonna have to find out, and you're not gonna want to find out. But
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to know how to move, man. And it's like, that's the only way you can prepare for something like that. So a lot of the times it's empty. A lot of the times it's people trying to troll, trying to spook you. You got to have the mental tenacity to know, like, okay, this is just what comes with the territory.
It is.
And then be capable in yourself in knowing that I can do what I got to do to protect myself if I have to, unfortunately. Because it's just a cold world, man. It's a cold world, dude.
It comes with it. You're absolutely right. Dude, I couldn't imagine a worse feeling. I don't know how people do it, and I hope it never happens to either of us. But like, when you see like videos of like people getting swatted,
right?
It's like, you're gonna get somebody killed.
Yeah.
Like,
100%, 100%.
And that person that does the swatting, they've probably accepted that reality and possibility, which is even scarier to think. I believe it's one thing if you send pizzas to my house. It's you know what I mean, but
they could call it pizza.
Yeah.
We're gonna pizza VTice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's on your card. Fine. Yeah. Like let them know I like stuffed crust. Yeah.
That's funny.
But I mean, there's people and I could see a universe where I have the music playing, I'm in game, whatever. I don't even hear them coming in. All of a sudden, you turn around, you're holding a cell phone or something. You're gonna get somebody shot.
Unfortunately,
killed,
yeah.
You know,
and that breaks my heart, man. Yeah, like I can't even. Yeah, I've been actually, because I'm about to move. I've been seriously considering like taking that step and letting them know, like, hey guys, this is what it is. I think that's probably what we're gonna have to start doing at some point.
Right.
Just letting them know, look, man, if you get a call on this location, like, here's my number. Here's who I am. You know, talk to that supervisor at that police station and let them know because, dude, you got to cover your ass now. These cases are ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's not even funny. Like people that do that, man. Like, dude, like I just don't understand your rationale. And
it's crazy.
It's evil, man. It's evil.
Yeah,
it's evil.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't care how much you hate a person, wanting to get them killed like that, and then using taxpayer money. Yeah, knowing the way things are, knowing the climate that it's just evil in layers that I don't even think they understand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the thing. Because a lot of them are, I would hope, well intent, you know, but that's an intense environment, man. Like, unless you've been through it, bro, like adrenaline's pumping through your body. You don't really know. What if this guy really is in there screaming like, you know what I mean? Like gaming, you know what I mean? Screaming, having a good time. And this freaking officer thinks, you know, somebody's getting kidnapped.
Like,
they hammer that door down, and then the first thing they see is this. You know, maybe you have like a black object. I don't know.
Yeah,
you said like a remote or something.
Your controller. Yeah,
they're just gonna think gun.
Yeah,
it's not funny, man. It's insanity. It's insanity.
Yeah, they're like listening through the door, and they just hear me talking about like, yeah, Yugi, I finished your kill. Don't worry, bro.
Right,
or something like that.
Like, yeah. Now I would hope that a lot of like these officers maybe are like in our generation, so maybe they understand the gaming. But you'd be surprised, bro. A lot of them are not.
I can't imagine, and maybe you could talk on this more than me, but I can't imagine like if I was a police officer, like SWAT or something. My first thought goes to when I get that distress call, here's the situation. I'm not thinking it could be a 16-year-old gaming.
No.
You know,
for some reason, a lot of them, and you could just talk to cops, man. I mean, most of them will talk to you. A lot of them are like football players or like, you know, like alpha type dudes. Like they're not really like into like the gaming stuff. They're usually like, you know, like some dude, college dropout, you know, the college ball didn't work out for him. So they became a cop or, you know, like they were always like into, you know, being the assertive type. So they became a cop. Like it's not, you really want to gamble your life on that? No.
True.
So it's just like the fact that people take advantage of that, knowing that is just messed up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hopefully like the culture changes and there should be policies in place to really like punish people. And I think they did. Like I think the FBI caught like a couple dudes. I know they got some time for that, and I hope it gets worse, man, because it's just not funny. Like
you could make an argument for doing that prank attempted murder charge. You could make an argument for it. 100%. I don't think it would go through, but you absolutely deserve time. But yeah, you could absolutely make that argument for it.
Because come on, man, like you're taking police resources. Those same cops, you know, are over here, but there's somebody who really needs help. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that they need, you know, a long gun over there, but they may need, you know, some genuine help from like an abusive husband, for example. They need a report made so they can leave that house. Like
definitely,
you know what I mean? Like it's just all around is just disgusting, man.
Yeah, so it really is. Yeah. It really is. But I was just thinking about like banning people, and I know we discussed this a little bit. To your knowledge, on YouTube, is there a way to ban someone so they can't see your stream? I use the word ban when I'm just hiding them from the channel, but my understanding is that they're still in the chat. Or like they type in the chat, but just nobody sees it, and they're still watching your stream.
Yeah, like they can't like donate, they can't chat, but they can still watch.
Right.
That would be dope. If you can,
I agree. That's how Twitch works. No, like when you ban someone. I think that's how Twitch works.
Dude, you can't even watch.
Yeah, well, don't quote me on that. I was of the impression that was the case, but maybe I'm wrong.
It should be. It should be.
Well, dude, it pisses me off because then it's like if you ban, like if I'm doing like a different game, like Among Us, and I ban people that were hacking and like tanking the lobby in Among Us, and they still have the code, they still see the code on the screen. It doesn't fix anything. They just can't chat now.
Yeah, it's more pain in the ass.
Yeah, exactly. It's just stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just a curiosity question, I guess.
No, you're good. Yeah. I think to harp on that, I just came to like grips with understanding like, okay, this is what may come out of this. This is what I'll have to do. I'd advise you to do the same thing. Like, hey, like if it gets to a point, I think like where you're starting to always see new faces, I would probably make a phone call and be like, hey guys, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm at this address. I just want you guys to know.
Sure.
I'm not gonna promise you that it's gonna like prevent anything, but at least you're trying to make that step. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
Because that's unfortunately the world we live in. People are so vindictive.
It's true.
And just evil.
Yeah, so, bro, for no reason. Yeah, for no reason.
I used to, you know what I mean? Like, always keep my, protection around me. Now I like, probably not, because if something happens and I have to answer the door,
right?
You know what I mean? I have to be like, hey guys,
right?
Like,
totally.
You know what I mean? So
totally.
You got to be aware of that. Yeah,
it's a good point.
I used to, man. I used to, because I have my EDC, right? I have my wallet, my keys. Whatever I have that day for protection, I'll just put it on my desk. Nothing.
Yeah, it's on your checklist.
Start up stream. Not even think about it. Now I got to think like I should probably put it here. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's a shame.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I am. Like if something was to happen up like in my stream room, I'd be screwed, because like my protection's just in my bedroom. Because that's like when you would more than likely need it, I suppose, for the most part. Right. You know, so at that point it's hand-to-hand combat, which I don't know how I like my odds throwing hands around, but I'm gonna have to try, I guess.
Yeah, but, I'd rather have the pistol.
Agreed.
I'm not breaking these hands. I need them to game.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, come on, dude, we got Lily Leapers up next. I mean, come on. Like I'm gonna need these. I'm gonna need these hands, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I still need them. Yeah.
So, are you guys? By the way, are you guys moving nearby to where you? If you're cool with it,
I am.
Is it like a far move or something?
It's not actually. But it's up in a county. It's not in a city anymore, so it's a little off.
Yeah.
The way it's routed, I guess, makes it hard to get to, if that makes sense. But
yeah.
It's not too far off. It's just
gotcha.
It's like eventually, like hopefully this is the last time. I mean, if it gets to the point where the crap just keeps coming up, then I'm just gonna have to keep moving, I guess.
Sure.
We'll see.
100%, dude. Yeah,
the dream would be to live in Florida. I love Florida. I don't know if you've ever been.
Oh, many times. Yeah, like a lot of people in Ohio, like for like spring break or something. It was usually Florida or like South or North Carolina was the move.
Do you have a recommended like state,
in Florida,
I guess, that you would like to live in? That you would live in?
Oh, I'm in it, bro. I think Colorado is the best state.
Bro,
my
boy lives in Colorado. My boy JT,
best.
he's in stream, and he stands by it as well. He says, obviously, like, you have your cities everywhere, but outside of that, like, it's pretty good, you would say?
In my opinion, I mean, number one, you can't beat the views. I mean, anywhere I drive, you get the mountains and everything, right? And kind of in like the backdrop. On top of that, clean air here. Everybody's pretty happy, healthy for the most part, at least relative to what I've seen, which I've only really lived in Ohio and then Colorado here. Okay. Absolutely love it. Florida's cool, like no state income tax. There's definitely a lot of pros. The weather, like I don't know how you do in the winter. I don't hate the winters, to be honest with you. I don't particularly love driving in the snow. But I like the cold. So I like this. I get like all 4 seasons here. I wouldn't move to California for a number of different reasons.
Yeah, same.
I think Oregon looks beautiful. I think Oregon would be cool, but I haven't really explored out there before. So if I had to pick like a top 3 of where I could live for a number of different reasons, it's probably like Texas, Florida, and Colorado. But Colorado definitely won. I am so happy here.
Interesting.
You're lucky I didn't get in your ear soon enough. I would have tried to get you and Lady out here.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm
Come
open
visit,
to
bro.
I'm open.
Yeah, you're really
feeding a worm in my ear now, man.
Because visit your boy JT.
Yeah, because he's already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't because I was actually gonna go to Texas.
Oh, interesting.
But because I really wouldn't want to leave to a place unless I knew someone there. That's just kind of like that's just kind of how I like to do things. Like
that's interesting.
Like so at least like if someone's already there, they can kind of explain to me the lay of the land, see how the culture is, how the people are.
Yep.
And I've been to Colorado. I've hung out with my boy.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of the county off the top of my head right now. I have to ask him. That's my memory. But because it was like years that I went, and I loved it. I love the views. I love the cities.
Yeah.
I know he's not a big fan of them, but he, obviously to show me around, he did. And there was like a really cool like gaming hotel there that I stayed at. I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
I don't know if I've seen
board
that.
game related. It wasn't like gaming,
bro.
but every floor had like a different theme.
Interesting.
One was like Pac-Man, one was like Tetris.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was more aesthetic, but I loved it. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, we don't got nothing like this where I'm at, you know. So
right. I don't know if you get into much like outdoorsman activities, but it's hard to find a better place here. The problem here, though, bro, is it's expensive. Like I used to hunt all the time. You see the bow and arrow. I don't know if you can actually. I think you see that the Xbox. Nice. But like it was easy in Ohio because it was. If you know a guy that lives on a farm or a guy with property, you call him up. Hey, just letting you know I'm going to be out there tomorrow. Yep, cool. Yep, good luck. And that was it. But here, dude, like to get the tags, and then there's so many people come here to hunt and fish and stuff. You almost get put into a raffle. Fishing for hunting, I should say, for like the tags. And like the hunting would be sick, but like it's not cheap to afford a rifle. Like in Ohio, I hunted with a shotgun or a bow.
Right.
Colorado, you could do a bow, but you would have to be so experienced. I'm just not that level of hunter. Number one.
Is it because of the terrain? You would say.
That, and then it's just, you know, like to be honest, like I've shot rifles before, but like, I mean, like you go from Ohio, I'm not taking a shot above 50, maybe 60 yards max. And here, people take 500-yard shots with the rifle. I'm not joking. Like, if you're moose, elk, you know, different whitetail
that's
deer,
a big target.
bears, bigger, but 500 yards, 500 yards. You got to factor in the wind. Like I don't have that skill set.
Chris Kyle out there.
Dude, seriously.
Moose, bro.
Yeah, just leaving dog tags everywhere you go. But it's just like expensive out here, you know, to like get into that. And like the snowboarding and skiing, I enjoy it. I'm not particularly great at it. I think it's fun, but it's a super expensive to get the lift pass for the season. So it's just more expensive out here, definitely, to enjoy some of the things that I liked back home. Like, you know, like fly fishing is expensive to get into. Yeah. So but once you're into it, oh, it's a fucking blast, bro. Right. It's a great time. You know what I mean? But getting to that point, it's like golf. I don't know if you golf or not, but
I never tried it.
Like number one, golf's just an expensive hobby every round.
That's what
especially
I heard. Yeah.
Dude, you won't get a round cheaper than $80 out here. And it's just tough to drop that for like 4 hours. Yeah. At best, if not closer to 6 or 7 hours if it's a slower day. So like definitely pros and cons anywhere you go, but nah, man, like Colorado, and I have my nephew out here now and everything. I like the people, and I've laid down some roots, made some friends and stuff. Same. So I wouldn't leave. I couldn't see a scenario where I would leave, but Florida's on the list though, because Florida's sick. If you're in the right area.
Yeah, man, I loved it. Like when we went there, man, I was like enamored. But I'm trying to keep my mind open because I like to save up eventually and then settle down in a nice area because it's about time, you know. Yeah. Do you have any favorite spots down there, if you want to say? Because if you go down there sometime, I'm cool. I'll tell you, Tampa and Orlando was the only two places I've been, and
interesting.
And Orlando was very interesting. It was very cool, like good tourist spot. But I'd be open to exploring the rest of it to see like, what else is out there, because I'd want to know the whole like lay of the land. Same thing with Colorado. Like
totally,
I didn't really get to see the nature part aspect of it, but I feel like I'd probably fall in love. Like I don't know. Yeah, I'm overdue for a visit over there. So.
You give me the dates, bro, and I got you. Like I said, free place to stay and everything, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah,
we'll have a good time.
Absolutely. My boy JT would love that, man.
100%.
I got to see his daughter and everything.
Yeah,
calls me 100%. So I should probably be a good uncle and actually go visit my.
There you go. My niece. That never hurts, man. It's easier said than done to make cross country trips like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I've done it. I'm this year we're gonna take an overseas vacation, but I think probably either this one or the next. I'm gonna definitely take that time.
I had this thought because I'd be curious. I need to check this. I don't know the answer, but I want to tell you, Cam, Coach, the whole crew. Godfather's probably not as feasible. So we should look for some of those like gaming conventions around the U.S. and see if there's a date that we could all try to find, and we like do like a meetup there. That'd be sick.
That's what I was telling some of my mods, man. I was like, dude, like I owe you guys, man. Like, there's got to be a day where we all just like.
Let me buy you lunch or something. Yeah.
Let me buy you a little Mexican Coke, dude. There you go. I know your parents and you're only 16, but hey, man, I owe you that, man, because a lot of them are so good to us, and I think they would love to see that. Yeah, absolutely.
100%. 100%.
Because you're going to cultivate that like idea that we're all cool with each other because we are, first of all. Yeah. And two, it's like I feel like it boosts everyone's morale, man.
Easily.
That would be an amazing idea. I think everyone would love to see like dude, these guys, I watch these guys and they're all hanging out in there.
Yeah.
You know, at some gaming convention. That'd be amazing. Absolutely.
And then we find out who lied about their height. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's get the tape measure out and see what this is all about here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude,
yeah.
I swear, man.
Yeah, bro. Well, Cam's in Nebraska, so I don't know where we're gonna meet him at, but he can come to us. We'll figure something out. So yeah, I'll check some dates on that and see if there's anything come up like this summer or something. But yeah, we'll figure that out. That'd be sick. Yeah. So
now that we can actually go outside, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
seriously.
It's good too. It's good too with good people, man. Because
100%,
you gotta surround yourself with that. I don't know how you'd feel the same, but I know you work with like people. It could be mean. Yeah, man. You know what I mean. I don't know. Lately, it's been tough, man.
Yeah.
Hanging out with you guys has been very, very
1,000%
therapeutic for me. So excuse me if I'm a little overbearing sometimes in chat, guys.
Dude,
or you see me everywhere, but I actually really enjoy being with you guys.
Not at all, bro.
I never felt like pushed away like I do sometimes in real life.
Well, dude, you're a key contributor anywhere you go, so it's a big one. Absolutely. Oh wait, how much editing are you going to have to do on this video? I'm just curious.
Not a lot.
Okay, gotcha.
I can do it.
That helps. The timestamps. You're gonna have to be a wizard on those timestamps. I don't know what you're gonna have to do for that, but I'm excited to see what it looks like.
So what I do is while I'll rewatch this, like I'll skim through it, get from point to point, and then how do I say? As I'm editing, I'll put a timestamp. So at this point, I'll put this. But I try to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. While I'm editing, I'll do it. But I'll try to. How do I say? I'll try to space out those marks as much as I possibly can.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Because there is a point where you can overkill it with the timestamps. Yeah. You're right. I've fallen victim to that before too. What's the minimum? It's like, is it 10 seconds or is it more than that? I can't remember.
I don't.
It might be more.
I don't know.
It might be more.
I typically try to. I've been trying to push the longer the better. That's kind of how.
Yeah, I would buy that. Yeah, I'd buy that. Yeah. Well, that's like almost like with one time. So you can almost like include like 3 subjects in it. If like they're all like kind of short, so it could be face cam, increasing your subs, and then like how valid are subs really, right, or something like that. You can kind of include that in one or something like that. So.
Like the whole segment, for example, like when we were talking about like monetization, that'll be like we were talking about that for like 40 minutes. That would be a whole
right
like that,
right? Yeah,
not
for sure.
Bro.
So what's nice about doing the podcast? It's not a ton of editing work, which is kind of nice, which I appreciate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, are you trying to get more techie in regards to like video game VODs? Or like shorts, VODs. Dude. When I was talking to Burstein, he was telling me. How long do you spend on making a short?
I can bang one out in like if it's not that edited, I could do one in like 20 minutes. But with shorts, you gotta highly edit them. So it'll probably take me like 30-40 minutes. I can do a short, which is probably why I don't know how successful they are, but I can do a short in 5 minutes if it's just, like a funny line that I said or a funny thing that happened. And then it's just cut. Where do I want to start and end? And maybe like take out like an in between or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I could knock that out in like 5-10 minutes. He said he spends on average 75 minutes on each. I could see that, but it depends. Like, really? Is this short like super edited like crazy? I meant to go check after he said that. I haven't stumbled upon one for a while, so I don't know for certain. But I want to go check. It would have to be. Yeah, it would have to be, because like what people will tell you is that like you really got to sell those 60 seconds down. Like that's how short our attention span is now. Right. You really got to like grab the attention of them for 60 seconds now. It has to be. So in that 60 seconds is like highly edited like content. So I can see why. Yeah, it's like, he like throws up like the emojis on the screen on the shorts and stuff. And I don't really do that. I just have a title and then whatever happened in the short is whatever happened, which is kind of lazy. But like that's the fact that dude, he's doing that 75 minutes on average a short, and he's doing one a day. I don't know where he gets that time, because maybe he doesn't stream as often. Maybe he only streams. I don't know. Like he made his streams for like 2 hours or so. Then he's like takes the next, and then he's like at least one short out of that. Then he kind of starts to work on another one. Maybe. Yeah, that's where I cut down my streams, man, because that time's got to go somewhere. It's either you stand behind that. You glad you did that? Yeah. I had to. I need to be better about that. For sure. I mean, dude, I'm not quick to tell you not to, though, because there are people that made it just streaming, so I can't. Like, it's true. You know what I mean? There's
true.
plenty of big names out there that just did YouTube streams and that's it, and they made it. So I can't.
It is true.
I don't think there's one way to skin this.
I agree.
Apple, you know what I mean? Like,
you almost have to like assess your your situation. Like, where am I getting the most bang for my buck in terms of where my time goes?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's a good point, my man. You got any more hot button issues for me to discuss here? What are we doing here, man?
So we can burn our channels to the ground.
Yeah, seriously. We're both gonna wake up and be demonetized. You didn't post the fucking podcast. Yeah. We're already out. Yeah, it's good. We had a good run. It is what it is. I mean, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, yeah. So
we're chilling.
So what's your typical podcast schedule? Obviously, one a week. I know that. But in terms of your recording days, are they kind of all over the map based on the guests?
Yeah, it's based on the guests. I always try to cater to y'all, depending.
Well, much appreciated.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, whatever time works for them. I try to do it. I try to do it on Sunday nights, but yeah, I know Cameron. He's next. I'm sure he's told you 50 times.
He's talking shit to me.
Wait, what you mean?
Oh yeah. He's like, well, good thing I'm after you because there's no way you'd be able to follow me on Yugi's podcast. See, that'd be a tough act to follow. So I was like, oh, you may be right, Cam. You may be right, crazy, but we'll see. So he's something else, man. Yeah. We got to get on a collab together, at least us three. Then let's get like Rock or somebody. Rock would be a good one too.
I'd get you all on here, man. That would be hilarious.
Oh, tell you what, man, that'd get fucking real in a hurry, bro. That'd be cool. We should do that as a little round table action.
Absolutely.
Or something. Yeah. That'd be cool.
That's the plan. I wanna talk to everyone individually.
Yeah.
I got him next. I got Shy, which was surprising for that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I was able to get her. But I told her, I was like, look, man, I gotta talk to your mom.
Yeah, well, that's what I said, because she asked to come on mine, and I just told her, I was like, I should probably just put a foot down, no one over 18.
Yeah.
You kind of thing was my logic. But I guess also if you talk to like your parents or something. Yeah. But
I was like, look, like, you cool with this? Like,
yeah.
But it's not gonna be a long one, but I'll definitely look, I she's very fascinated with animals, so that fascinates me, yeah. So And then, she's a funny cat. I've played when we do those like Saturday night Among Us streams, which you got to get on that one of these days. Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
But she's done that before. She's pretty funny. I think she'll be good. Okay. I think she'll be good. But
I'm gonna get a couple more of our guys, and then we're gonna do a Smash Bros. Ultimate type deal.
Ooh,
it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, bro.
Ask you guys questions. Meme it up. It'll be good, man.
100%. That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, are you gonna do any on your own?
I was thinking about it. Yeah.
You've done one on your own, right?
I'll probably do one like when I hit certain milestones. Probably like, talk about everything.
See, like you and I are kind of opposite in that I'm leaning towards. I prefer to do it with somebody, but I'm leaning towards like I can't always like time it up. And so it's like, okay, well then what happens for that next week? So it's like, I'll just kind of plan to do one at a time. And it's like, I know, like I talked to Rock about it, but he was just like, give me a day and time, bro. And I'm there.
Yeah.
And I just haven't given him like one. That. Yeah, he is. Yeah. And like same with Cam and some other people as well. So we got to get you back on too. Cause we want to do it one pre-face cam, one post-face cam. So we'll talk about that as well.
Sure, of course. You did really good on your solo one though. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I'm actually glad you brought that up. So it got demonetized because of that, like reacting to the clip of the week kind of thing, like that stupid segment I did because of that. You also had not a strike. Sorry, I always get these wrong. Copyright claims, like it got demonetized for that reason. But I was of the impression, I think you said this too, and you even said like I'm pretty sure we were like within the rules, like we were good because if you're reacting to videos, you're good, right? Maybe so I don't know how. Where's the line drawn there?
I think they're the way the fair use covers is like it needs to be like edited, it needs to be like under reviewed. So you got to make it clear that like, hey, I'm just reviewing this. You probably could have disputed it, but for the most part, that's what a lot of reaction channels don't understand. You gotta like pause the video and talk about it and like discuss it. That's why maybe you've seen that sometimes.
I've seen people do like where they pause it a lot, and then I feel like I've seen viewers say, "Hey, can you quit pause? Can we watch it all the way through? Then we'll talk about it." And then they almost say like, "No," like the pushbacks. That makes sense now.
Yeah, they have to. It's because they have to because then it would be violating because then you're just watching the same content that someone else made.
Yeah.
Without providing any like additional, things to it. So you gotta pause it, you gotta react to it, you gotta add things to it.
I almost feel like I did that though. Still, I feel like you did that too. But
yeah, I did.
To be honest, it's not worth the fight. To be honest,
well, it depends on what it is. Like I got, so I got the 2 that I got. I didn't get struck when I reacted to a video with Joanne, but I did get struck when I tried to talk about an anime, and that was a pretty big company. That was like
interesting.
I forgot the name. I don't know if it was Toei or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this ain't worth it. I'll just cut it off. That's fine. So it just depends. Like, depends. You got to pick and choose your battles. It's kind of hard to. It was hard for me because I rewatched it and I was like, yeah, I guess I technically really wasn't reviewing it. I was just talking about what was happening. So I could see, but like, it just you got to pick and choose your battles. Sometimes, most of the times though, if you pause it and you're discussing it, you're good. You can dispute it. Like
that's interesting. And successfully?
Yeah, it was like a music that was free, and I guess some bot, picked up that it was like a different song than what it was.
Interesting.
So it's such a case by case basis. Just make sure, like, if you do that, like you pause it up, you talk about it, try to be a little. Yeah. They say transformative of it, and that's what I mean. Like you got to add stuff to it. Like what I love about that's such a cool part. If you see right here, in this scene, right, it's unnecessary because you'll watch these Twitch streamers and they don't do anything, bro. They'll be eating food and but because here on YouTube there's a VOD, like you gotta you gotta respect that. Now if you just took the whole stream down, it wouldn't matter, but you're trying to make content.
That makes sense. So, exactly. So do you elect to mute it or just cut it out? Like if it's like a song or something, I just mute it.
Yeah. Typically I just mute it. Mute the whole segment. It depends on what part of the stream it is.
They have that beta program out right now, which is like you can just mute the music part. I don't know how successful it is. I know I've clicked that before, but I never went back and watched it. Like I couldn't remember like what part it was or something.
Yeah, you may somewhat hear it, but they're using like an AI.
Yeah.
So it's pretty decent.
Sure.
It depends on the part. It may sound a little weird, but for the most part, you wouldn't even notice it, dude.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah, that'd be fire if that becomes like fully automated and good to go and everything. That's a game changer,
right?
Yeah.
Why you gotta tell me about it? Just take it off. I don't care.
Yeah, seriously, just do it yourself.
It's not that deep.
Yeah, you can't do that if it's over. I don't know. What's your longest stream?
Let me think. I think it's my birthday one. That was like almost 9. That was over 9 hours. They won't let me. Really? Yeah, they won't let me.
Yeah, you can't. If it's like over 6 hours or something, or maybe 5. I can't remember what it is, but
yeah.
You gonna do anything when you hit 2K? You gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do this. Like talk about. I'll probably like show some information. Like I'll talk about everything, man. Just be transparent. I'll talk about the freaking revenue, man. I mean, most of that shit doesn't come from me. It comes from my freaking crazy, amazing community that supports me.
True.
So I'm
100%. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll talk about that. Talk about everything.
I thought about doing like when we ideally if and when we hit 3K. I was thinking like a 15 to 20 hour stream or something.
Yeah, that's a W. You crazy for that, but that's a W, bro.
Like forks in my eyes when I'm going through it. I tell you what, you remember you checked in with me that one day. I did like 9 or something. All like, Fall Guys.
This was you. You were like this.
I was in bad shape.
Yo, what's up, Yugi?
yeah. It was like hour 1. What's good, you?
No.
And then hour 9. Yeah, I was feeling it, bro. I was contemplating.
You were like, bro.
Dude.
I was like, dude, you looked. He's like, I tell you what, I recommend you change things up.
Not gonna tell you how to run your channel, bro. But don't do all one game. Yeah, which I did that Saturday. I did a pretty long one. I mixed right. It was easy. It wasn't too bad. To be honest with you, it was fun.
Vibing, bro.
Yeah, I was having a good time. I was having a good time.
Refreshed. Your Fall Guys character was reacting on time.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I won like 5. I won like stream delay IRL because I was just so gassed at that point. So
you look good.
No, it wasn't bad. So
yeah, I recommend it. Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, 100%.
Next long stream I do. I mean, 15 to 20, bro.
What time do you think you start for that? I was wondering that. I think you get up early because a 12-hour. I'm trying to think. So if you did like a 12-hour stream, like 8 to 8 would be reasonable, but like you're gonna want to go later.
Yeah.
So like 15-hour would be. So if you went 10 to 10 is 12. So like 7 to 10 is 15. That's probably the move, right?
Yeah. Maybe.
Would you ever do a 24-hour?
If I did, dude, I'd have to space it out, and I'd probably do something stupid like for the first 2 hours, you're gonna go to breakfast with me.
Like, yeah, dude, seriously.
Like,
yeah, let me carbo load here first. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Good
I wouldn't
point.
like have it running the whole time. I think Kai did that. Kai said that. I think he had it running the whole time, but it would be spaced out like you know, like, all right, I'm gonna take a shower. You're not gonna watch me take a shower.
Yeah, it's like, Ludwig and Kai both had those like subathons or whatever it was called. Right? Those super long marathons. But on YouTube, you can't eclipse 12 hours, right?
Right. Yeah, because they'll, they'll just delete it,
and you gotta start it up right after.
So I'll probably like, if I were to do that, it would be cut up in segments. So it would be like,
totally.
You know, like, all right, this 8 hours we're gonna play some game. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then at this time I'm gonna have dinner. You can come and we'll talk. Yeah. And have dinner together. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna go to sleep. You'll watch me sleep.
Yeah.
That'll be my 24-hour stream.
Dude, I don't think I could fall asleep though. Like,
really?
knowing people were like watching me, I think it'd be, I don't know. I think I'd struggle with that.
Yeah.
Well, plus you gotta understand, bro. Like I am a violent sleeper. Like I toss and turn. I throw punches and kicks in my sleep. I'm not playing, dude. Like, dude, I'll wake up my pillows across the room. I'm just like, how? Oh, here, I'll give you another story. I know if you're trying to wind down, let me stop. We can always come back to this. If you're trying to wind down, don't let me keep taking your time. But there was one time I came home. I don't know why every story is me wasted, but it's true. I was here. And it was when I was living back home in Ohio. I think I was like an undergrad or something. But anyways, I went to the bars back home. And I came home and I fell asleep on the couch. And I woke up at one point. I was having a dream that I was like back playing high school football or something. And I woke up here and I was throwing my remote at my lamp. And so I woke up mid-throw. And so now I'm awake. I throw the remote and I just shatter the lamp. And I just had to lie to my mom and told her that I kicked it over in my sleep the night before. I'm telling you, like I like sleep. I don't sleepwalk. Like I move around in my sleep and like I talk and stuff. It's incredibly embarrassing. It's incredibly embarrassing, bro. It's bad.
VTice be going on adventures when he sleeps, bro.
Hell yeah. I wake up like sweating. I'm just like, what the fuck? And it turns out I ran like a 5K in my sleep or something, you know? Now you're burning these K-cows throughout the night, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's bad,
funny, bro. I mean,
it's bad.
I don't know where to go.
I didn't give you much.
No, like, so
anyways,
is it like a dream or is it just like a reaction or?
Well, I mean,
do you dream a lot?
I don't remember. It's like one of those where it's like you're always dreaming, like you dream a lot of the night, but you only remember like X amount of percent. Yeah. I don't remember a ton of dreams. I would hope I am. I would imagine that's what's happening in these. Like I would imagine I was having a dream where but like, I remember my sister telling me like if she like if we like shared a room and like she like heard me sleeping or something, I'd be like clapping like and like calling like the huddle in football and like calling plays and stuff. I'm not playing, dude. When you come out here and we hang out, I have an app for it. I track my sleep. I swear to God, you're gonna think I'm making this up. I track my sleep and it records like snoring. It records what else is it? Like movement. Yeah. And then it records talking. Yeah. So like I do like every morning I will have like 4 or 5 like YouTube shorts of me talking in my sleep. No joke. I swear.
New content, new
content. Yeah. Which I would never post that, bro. I sound like a zombie or something. But so I couldn't do that.
That's funny.
You know, like for a 24-hour.
So you're just calling huddles. You're like, hi.
Yeah, bro. Fucking go long. Yeah. I'm not playing, bro. I swear to God,
bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's incredibly embarrassing.
Okay. I mean,
so all that to tie into. So like, no, I can't stream while I'm asleep. Yeah, that's all I was trying to get at with that.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want them to see the crime scene that's about to happen.
Exactly. So I feel like for that one, and I'll let you go after this.
No, you good.
I feel like for that one, if you're doing a 24-hour stream, I feel like you got to start at night.
Yeah.
Like 8, 9 p.m. Because it's like you start 8 a.m. So that's great. You just did a 24-hour stream. Now you got to stay up from 8 to 8. Doing what? I mean, I don't even know. You know what I mean? It's like you got to make the hardest part going through the night at the start.
Yeah.
Hope those Aussies come in and hang out with you for a bit to pass the time.
Yeah.
And then because then you got to get through the day, which that's probably easier than getting through the night to like finish your 24-hour stream, I'd imagine.
Are you good with that? Have you stayed up late at night and through the night before? Or?
I mean, many moons ago, not anymore. I think I'd do okay though if I was like the blue light from the screens and stuff, and like if you're like in like the streaming atmosphere and everything. Maybe I think I would do okay with that. At least if I started through the night. But if I was like finishing a 24-hour stream at like 6 a.m., that'd be a rough stretch. That'd be a rough stretch from like 10 to 6, like that last 8 hours. I'd be in bad shape. Because like my window's right here, like where I'm looking. So you get like the daylight if you're trying to finish up then, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a right way to do it. We'll cross that bridge when hey, tell you what, I hope we get to it, man, because that means good things are happening.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
3K,
so,
man. Stand by for the 15 plus hour stream.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see right there, bro.
So,
yeah, at least I mean, I think if you mix it up though, it'd be alright. Like if you mix it up and you play something that you're like really excited for, I'm sure maybe that will help.
I would imagine so.
And even if
imagine so,
you know, if things slow down towards like, you know, certain points, at least you're entertained by the game or.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's like you can't be doing like customs at like the 2 a.m. time slot.
No
way. There's no way. Like that's like your time. Like I want to run Warzone solos. Do it.
Right.
Do it. If there's one person in there, you don't even give a fuck at that point. No, I'm just passing time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
that's
trying to
100% the play.
100%. Yeah.
That's absolutely the play.
Yeah. Start a new adventure game. Like that would have been the time I did Resident Evil 2 because my adrenaline was so freaking high up playing that.
Oh yeah, you would have been able to sleep if you wanted to.
Yeah, I was hopped up on adrenaline, bro.
That's the time to do it, bro.
Spooky game, right.
Yeah,
I'm not telling you to though because I know how that is with you. But man, I respect you as sacrificing your sanity for that, man.
I tell you what, I lost my sanity many moons ago, bro. So it's a lot easier when that's the case, I suppose, buddy. So. Maybe one day I'll find it.
Man of the people, though, sacrificing yourself for the better good, man. For the better good of content. I appreciate that.
Yeah, 100%, brother.
It, bro. But yeah, man. We'll talk, dude. Thanks for coming on, man.
100%. Thanks for having me, dude. This was a blast, man. I swear to God, dude, you and I, every time we get the chance to talk, whether it's on Discord, just together, I swear to God, dude, you'll be like, or I'll say to you, like, hey, like, I got like 20 minutes just so, and then we go on for like 2 hours, the same way we do it here. Dude, I think we eclipsed we went longer on this one than we did mine, I think. We started roughly
we're on the 3.5 hour mark right now.
Yeah, I think that's longer.
I bro, love your energy though, because as soon as you came on, you was on, bro.
Oh, I appreciate it, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, well, that's the thing, dude. Like, I mean, that felt like to me, if I wasn't like checking the clock periodically, that felt like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah. That didn't feel like over 3. Certainly not. No, certainly not. So it's a blast, buddy. Always, man. Always. Yeah. Thanks so much for having me, though, dude. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, you're an absolute W, man. I'm lucky to call you a friend in the community, man.
Absolutely.
So,
same here.
Thank you, son, man. I'm really glad we crossed paths. And that's thanks to the lady Yugi, actually, first and foremost. You know,
the matchmaker.
Shout out to her. How about that? She's made fun of us. She's called us like online husbands before too. So well, if so, then I guess she's Cupid or something. I guess so. Yeah.
But thanks for coming, man. And all his stuff will be on here, guys. So
thank you, man.
Check him out, man.
Much appreciate, buddy.
Would highly recommend it. He's a good content creator, genuine dude, and like I said, somebody that I'm also proud to call friend. So
yeah, dude. Absolutely, man.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely, you're the man, dude. It's always a blast, buddy. Take care, you. It's always a pleasure, buddy. Thank you so much, my guy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.